Super.
BS.
Good evening, everybody. This is Jankerson, joined by Dave the Law Bro. What's up, guys? It's me, Dave. I was working at my business today, doing legal shit. Also, I'm Josh. Hey, guys.
Hey, Josh, you should be really quiet for a second.
Yeah, oh, dang it.
Interrupted.
Hey, guys. Welcome to Super BS. I'm actually the omnipotent one, Donna.
Dr. Donna.
Yep, Dr. Donna. And we are doing a special holiday episode, which is why it's my voice introducing the episode instead of the three aforementioned characters, who I play all of anyway. It's actually just a one-man show.
Is this an Eddie Murphy
Sure,
film?
he's just really good at voices.
This is the I set out to establish myself as the Norbit of podcasts. So
Everyone does.
anyway, so
Number one.
today for the holiday season, we are actually going to treat your eardrums to a game of Numenera, which is a tabletop role-playing game by Monty Cook Games. It's a world setting that is very popular amongst our friend group, something we spent a lot of time enjoying. The basic concept is that it's set 1 billion years into the future of Earth, and the remnants of technologies that are from civilizations and ages past over that billion years are essentially littered the ground, and mankind has somehow restarted and is in somewhat of a medieval state. But there's so much ruins around from all these advanced technologies, interdimensional technologies, intergalactic technologies, just all sorts of bizarre things and creatures that they're so incomprehensible that the difference between science and magic is essentially what the person makes of it. So we're in this society where people attribute these beyond comprehensible scientific things to magic, and etc. So that's the basic world setting, and we're going to be treating ourselves to a game of it, like I mentioned. So it's going to be the game works on a couple simple rules. It's called the Cipher System, and it is a really convenient way to role play because it emphasizes the story and has a really flexible amount of rules for people that are more interested in that aspect of role playing as opposed to getting into the nitty gritty of math and such. We're going to be simplifying the rules a bit more today for the sake of a fun holiday story. The basic premise of the game for characters is you are a blank who blanks. So there's some classes to choose from to go in the middle, a descriptor in the front, and also a focus in the back, which is sort of like the backbone of your powers. So my character is a charmed Glaive who sees beyond. Of course, I will not be playing today because I will be running this game, but that's just an example. So who do I have to my right?
Hi.
Who are you?
I'm Nathan, and it's my first time on Super BS. Thanks for having me.
And your last.
And my last.
See
Good
ya
night.
later.
I really had fun. I want to apologize about messing it up.
We get to kill off your characters.
You gotta wait till next
Pause for
year.
an
I blew
announcement.
it. I blew it. I get it. I get why you don't want me back. Yeah, I'm going to be playing, and my character is named Tyrson, and he cries a lot.
The son of a tear.
Yeah. No, he's a intimidating Nano who wonders. And Nanos are kind of like the mage-like classes, and intimidating, that descriptor is it's basically like I can stare at people and they just feel a lot of fear, and I can use that towards my advantage. And then wonders, it's kind of a weird focus, but I'm kind of good at asking questions and I don't know, thinking hard about things.
It's just the opposite of real life.
Yeah, I haven't had a
Going for that rich
I haven't had an original thought in
an
years.
original thought in years.
Thinking hard. That's what I like.
That's why I chose it.
All right, who's beyond Mr. Tyrson there?
It's Josh Jankerson,
Your baby boy.
PhD. Yeah. I'm gonna be
DeVry
playing
University,
the
sorry.
DeVry University. I'm gonna be playing the part of Holly Jank, a festive Jack who gets interrupted.
Now, just to interrupt you for a second there.
No, you waited till I was done. I mean, you're
I was hoping you had
Donna,
more
you're
to say,
slacking.
so.
You're slacking here.
It's not, the game hasn't even started yet.
Josh, how much have you played this?
I've played this 0
Yeah.
times.
So because of that, we've
So,
actually one of the reasons that we're doing a rules light experience is one, so that we can integrate Josh into it easily into the story. Also, just to make it more simple for recording a podcast, so there's not tons of like breaks where we have to deal out with the math and stuff. But the character class is real, Jack, but your descriptor and focus are not real. I've just made them up. So it should be a fun game for you.
Sounds like you just put me into the game, though.
Sure did.
I've always described you as festive, so
You get to role play as you.
It's the first word I think of with Jank is festive.
about 11 months of the year, you don't really have a lot going on. But in December, forget about it.
It's my festive month.
Yeah. All right. Who's sitting across from Josh?
Hi, I'm Mark Batstone, returning character from episode whatever it was, but I was here a little while ago.
Thanksgiving's audio special. Yes.
Thanksgiving audio special, yes.
for the fan.
For the fan in the room, we remember you.
Yeah.
Well, Jake's the fan now because I'm here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So
Jake.
tonight I'll be playing the character Chip Chan, who is a Lattimor Glaive who focuses 2 personalities. So since this is a sci-fi sort of game, my character is actually, from way back when. There's like a bunch of different species that have come to arrive in this planet. So he's kind of, if you get in your head a picture of like Chewbacca and a gorilla mixed with another different species, which is a purple fungus that this Chewbacca has on its back. Now, this character is a little bit different because he's got like 3 different personalities. He's got what I call the chip side, which is like the kind of more of the likes to interact with people, focus.
And eat
He
chips.
talks like this. I'm just trying to focus and work on this thing. Then there's when he's in his focused in between both states, where he talks kind of more like this, and he's like handling things and stuff like that. And then there's the Chan side where he's just in Hulk mode, and he doesn't actually talk too much when he's in this mindset. But this character is trying to balance these 3 different schizo personalities that are kind of at war with each other a little bit. He's getting better at managing all this stuff, but yeah, he's kind of on the ground fighter and sort of an interpersonal guy, but not always.
Who is next to Mark?
This is Dave, and I am playing a character named Synsyan Sawa. And I got that name from Aladdin when I was a little kid. When they sing the song Prince Ali Ali Ababwa, I thought it said Synsyan Sawa. So
Dave had ear infections.
I had a lot of ear infections.
Brother, you fools.
Nothing but a broken anvil. So Synsyan is an empathic nano who crafts illusions. So basically, I'm Ross from Friends, and like Tyrson, I'm a nano as well, and crafts illusions means that I don't always do a lot of actual damage with my spells. They call them esoteries in this game, but for lack of for the lay people out there, spells, I don't really do a lot of damage spells. I do things that fool people. So I make disguises. One of my go-to disguises is maids.
Yeah, he's
We
dressed
love
up
to
as,
dress up as
maids quite a bit. To, like,
Comes up a
sneak in.
lot. in
The
our
lusty
games.
Argonian maid.
Yeah, I mean,
All
technically,
lusty
yes.
Argonian maids.
Or like I can create these intricate scenes that attract people's attention for diversions, things like that. So I'm more of an illusionist per se. Not what's the other magic movie that came out at the exact same time?
The Prestige.
The Prestige. Yeah, I'm not a prestigeman, more of an illusionist. Ed Norton.
Ed Norton. Starring Ed Norton.
All right, next to Dave.
It's your baby boy for Professor Brank coming back, ready to break some
Smooth
bread.
baby boy.
I'm also a baby boy like Josh.
We did a bottom check right before this started. It is guarantee you.
Got a Benjamin Button thing going on. You were like a teenager last week, weren't you?
Well, yeah, I'm a little bit younger now. I was 16, right now 4. We'll see how old I am tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tonight I'm playing. Tonight I'm playing Brank Stonesheart.
Stonesheart, actually.
Because I shark
It looks like that on
stones.
paper.
Yeah.
I'm a learned glaive who figures things out, kind of like my real life knowledgeable person. that
Yeah,
you guys
nerd.
know. Not a nerd, a real cool guy who knows a lot.
The table
Great.
is silent with agreement.
Yeah, that when people are quiet, that means they agree with you and they humbly respect
Yeah,
you
we're all
as
nodding.
a god.
Silent worship.
Well, I guess that is about it for the
Yeah.
show today.
Well, then,
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
and
Hope you loved it.
So Eric tonight will be playing the role of the GM. What's that
Yes.
entail?
Game Master?
Game Master. And what that means, it's basically a dungeon master. But sounds
Less kinky,
slightly,
though.
yeah, a little bit less kinky.
Slightly.
So it's a bit more impressive when you're telling people what you're going to do later today. Oh, I'm game mastering instead of dungeon mastering.
Yeah.
I guess depending on who you talk to.
I love the idea of you telling people you're doing either of the.
He walks around his neighborhood,
It actually, so
door to door.
Even when they're not wondering.
it came up in a conversation yesterday because I had this little notebook that I wrote this campaign story, this story in, and someone asked me what I was doing. I was like, oh, I'm preparing a role-playing scenario.
They just like put their fingers in their ears and go, I'm not listening.
This all sounds bad. Random stranger.
I'm writing my 30-page critique of The Last Jedi.
Show we all loved.
That's
Yes.
the introduction to it.
Yeah. Anyway, so I guess it's time to say a prayer to Monty Cook, as we always do in private.
I think just before that, we should. I just want to let everybody know that. With tonight, we're
holding hands.
We're holding hands right now.
We needed to
real.
hold hands. So.
But yeah, if you've never done a role-playing game before, pretty much Eric is. He's going to be laying out his story that he's written himself,
The Donna.
and all of the characters we just described. We're going to try to solve puzzles and roll some dice. If we roll low, we might fail. If we roll high, we might succeed. And he's the
Unless it's
guy
opposite
kind
world.
of. He's the guy kind of
Yeah.
like playing God over this whole scenario.
We're still holding hands, by the way.
Yeah, holding hands through all that.
Can we begin this prayer, please?
I hope Max
need
comes
to
in
pray
right
for my rolls.
Come on, please.
Get out, Mom!
Mom, what are you doing in here?
Eric, will you lead us in prayer?
Yes. We'll
Okay.
start with a nice.
Money,
Monty, Monty,
money,
Monty, Monty, Monty,
Monty,
Monty, Monty,
cook games. Cook games. Cook games. www.montycookgames.com. Monty.
All right, gentlemen, it's time to begin. The group of you have made your way to the beyond. As a quick audience note, in the game, there's the 9 kingdoms of the steadfast. This is the closest thing to the civilized world that exists. There's kind of like a power struggle between the religious group, the Order of Truth, and those are led by the Aeon priests, and 2 typically are obsessed with understanding this vast technology that they can't understand. In the beyond, they're so separated from civilized society that cities and towns there exist almost individually, and oftentimes they're run by Aeon priest Glaive still, but they almost develop a cult around whatever technology they are surrounded by. And so that's where we find ourselves today.
So kind of culty Wild West rules.
Yes, Cozy
Okay.
Wild West rules.
All right.
Starring Will Smith.
So you've come through to the beyond, and you are noticing that it's getting late, and you're walking on a road that's pretty beat up, and you see in front of you a valley. And why don't you guys introduce yourselves to each other, or catch up with each other? I should say. You know each other.
Well, since I'm the leader, Brank, of you guys, I will introduce myself as Hail. I'm your new leader, friends.
Yeah, definitely. We
Deafening
all
silence.
wink and nod to each other that that's not true,
Yeah.
but you can think that.
Thank you.
So, Holly Jank, I noticed you have some sort of green leaf substance hanging from your belt, very close to certain parts of your body. Is that part of your festiveness, or like, what is that?
Yeah, I have a hole in my pants, so I just.
At that moment, you notice that it starts to get colder immediately.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
Certain things are shrinking.
Brank,
that cloth is no longer necessary.
Brank, our leader. What should we do? It's getting colder.
I will lead you guys.
We search for
Brank, who
shelter.
figures things out, sees something in the distance, and he notices that it looks an awful lot like the dreaded iron wind.
Okay, we gotta avoid that, boys.
Follow me, boys.
I would recommend running.
Let's run.
Okay, we're
boys.
running.
Run in
I'm out of
opposite
shape.
direction.
All right,
Okay.
you're running towards this valley that you see. Now, on your immediate left, there is a cave that you could head into if you so desire. Another mile down the road, there is a town that you see that likely has a barrier of some kind. Will you make it there? Is another go.
I vote cave.
Should we go in the cave?
To a
Yeah.
cave.
I
Yeah.
love
All right, let's do the
caves.
Okay,
cave.
boys.
Gotta
Alright.
get out quick.
You gotta get out quick, guys.
Chip Chan's carrying Tyrson.
Yeah.
All right, so you head into the cave, and just immediately you see just blowing wind, but it looks different than a normal iron wind because it's white, which is not usual. So inside the cave, it's dark. What do you do?
I reach into my pack and grab a quick glow globe and crack that baby open.
As soon as you see a glow globe bring some light into the cave, you see the remnants of a small camp. Little things strewn about. Feel free to search through them if you like.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, like a abandoned camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look for a backpack and see if there are any.
You
Specifically
find
that.
there is a backpack on the ground.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I'd like to go through this backpack.
I look for a million
Inside the
shins.
backpack,
Failed. Sorry.
Tyrson was then ejected from this cave to die.
there's scant in the backpack, but you pick up a book inside of there that you read titled The Lusty Lattimor Glaive.
Oh, nice.
What are you doing with my backpack?
A boy?
At that moment, character appears to you that appears to be a human of some kind, though his skin is multiple colors. Put down my stuff now, he says.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I mentioned to the rest of the group, guys, there's some voice and person in here. You not seeing this?
He grabs his backpack from you immediately. Give me that, fool.
Guys, you seeing this?
Yeah.
We mean you no harm, sir.
Every time.
We're innocent travelers. We had no idea. We just saw a backpack and there was no one around.
Looking to protect yourself from the iron wind.
You got it.
Yes, sir.
It was Brank's idea.
What brings you down this way in the first place?
The Iron Wind.
Let me interrupt you there for a second. And say, why would you come to this cursed place?
The Iron Wind.
No one said anything about cursed.
Before you finish that sentence, let me say
I did
one
finish it.
more thing. It is an exceptionally bad curse.
With every word, Chip Chan is shrinking back and back because he does not like where this is going.
Have you all heard the bells on the Feast of Hallowed Silence?
As a child, yes.
I pretend to
Once
know
in
it in front of the
college.
groups. Yeah, sure, I've heard it, but for the others,
This
please
one knows
explain it.
this to be a lie.
Holly Jank is pondering silent bells.
Yes. So you're free to you can ask questions. And I don't know.
What is the feast? Could you just remind us what the feast is?
For my friends.
It's just been so long since I've thought about it.
We'd like to hear your side.
There's a dreadful curse on the town of Sutton Valley,
Oh,
where things happen all of the Sutton all of the time.
I hear that place has
Very-
small tables.
okay. There was a situation.
You've come just in time for the yearly human sacrifice.
Oh, we're human.
Not me.
Whew.
Chip Chan says.
So
Most travelers that go into the town never come out of the town.
we all know about
Wow.
the curse, but for your sake, could you explain it to us?
There is a great
To
dark
yourself.
god that comes at the end of a 12-day period and summons people to him, and which he then crushes them.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay.
What's this god look like?
I cannot tell you.
What did he crush him
Can't
with?
or won't.
Can you tell us something about yourself? You just appeared out of a backpack.
Yes, they call me Mike the Interrupter.
Oh. Mike, what region do you hail from, Mike?
I hail from this cave. That is all you need to know.
Fair enough.
One more thing, boys. I think boys and monkey.
Yeah, that's about right.
There is a hole in the roof, you see?
Looks up.
Oh.
This cave does not protect you from the iron wind. And then all of a sudden it goes black because the roof caves in and this white iron wind knocks all of you out.
Oh.
We lost.
Well, that was good
So-
game, guys.
Yeah. Hey,
Now,
well done.
as a little break while our adventurers are passed out for the audience, the iron wind is a phenomena in the ninth world where a swarm of basically advanced nanites in wind, basically that look like wind, kind of just blow across the ninth world, and if you get caught in it, you're often you can get basically
scrambles all the
completely
materials.
scrambles all your organic material 9 times out of 10 in very negative ways where you die. Like you come out of the iron wind and all of a sudden your guts are on the outside of your body kind of thing.
Like in
But-
Galaxy Quest.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
But every 1 out of 10 times like this, it's a boon. And it's a
wait.
wonderful thing that
the
happens.
GM.
Well, no one's ever seen a white iron wind.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So now I need you all to roll a 6 die. Actually,
right.
we're going to do this in order. You roll first.
All right. Tyrson rolls a 5.
You roll a 5.
Should we keep rolling or?
Josh, you roll. Keep that face down.
All right. Holly Jank rolls a 2.
Rolls a 2.
He's already laughing.
That's like God laughing at
This is gonna be good.
Chip Chan rolls a
GM.
crit 20. Oh, he rolls a 5.
Okay, re-roll.
All right. Chip Chan rolls a 2.
Re-roll.
Chip Chan rolls a 2. Chip Chan rolls a 6.
One more time.
All right. Chip Chan rolls a 2, 2, 6, 2, 3.
Okay. Pass this to Chip Chan and keep it face down.
All right. Maybe the other guy should flip a coin.
Yeah, you guys just play rock, paper, scissors really fast.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Synsyan won.
All right.
Oh, that's actually a
Keep
lot
it
of
face
time.
down, Mark.
Can we look at it or not
No,
yet?
don't look at it
okay,
yet.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a huge deal. All right.
It's catastrophic.
Morning breaks. You obviously spent the entire night in this cave. You wake and it's very cold. Obviously,
We should burn that backpack.
yep.
Guys, we need to take off our clothes and get next to each other to keep each other warm.
Need to borrow
Now-
my leaf.
Brian, or I'm sorry, let's do this differently. So you notice it's morning. It's very cold. Snow does exist in the ninth world, so you recognize that you somehow survived this cave getting snowed on.
It's salt.
Now I want you to
Snow dong.
turn over your cards. And Brank, tell me what it says.
I burst into cheerful song. And
Okay,
lose a
so
turn.
for the rest of the game, I need you to roll your 6-sided die one more time.
Okay, I got a 1.
Okay, every time you roll an odd number on your D20, you burst into song and lose your turn, and you have to sing.
Nice. Will do.
That's awesome.
Okay, let's hear it, Synsyan.
White beard that itches.
Okay,
+1 difficulty to concentration tasks. Prime number rolls are re-rolled due to itching.
yes. So you've somehow grown a beard overnight.
Is it
White, long
stylish?
beard. It's stylish.
Okay.
It's very claws-like. And when you itch it, it snows.
Oh, dude.
Just on
Starring
him?
Tim
Just
Allen.
on him or on everybody?
It's mild snow. It melts
Okay.
instantly. That kind of thing. All right, Chip Chan.
I have a pine scent.
Right. So that will come into play later. But you now smell of pine. Very strongly.
Oh,
All right, Jank, let's hear it.
I got some jingle shoes.
Okay.
With
Every time for the rest of the game that you walk anywhere, you have to shake this. And I want you to shake it under the table. Now, so Holly Jank, these jingle shoes that you have now permanently attached to your feet, the implication will be that if you're trying to sneak around, it will be 2 difficulties higher for you. We'll explain the math when it comes up so that it's simple for you.
You're not as stealthy, I guess.
But yes,
Because it
but
needs to be simple
however,
for you.
however, you will delight people, so you will be better at positive interactions with people.
The town won't want to sacrifice you because they love you.
Who's this jingler? Okay. And Tyrson.
Me, on the other hand, I got artifact stalking.
Yep. So you find in your hand a stocking that's affixed to your belt, and you're looking at it and holding it. Inside is a infinite supply of indeterminate objects, which for some reason you feel compelled to hang off of people. How people will react to this form of decoration will be varying. But you will be required to do it every time you speak to someone for the first time.
Perfect. It's going to do that anyway. So.
So these are the results of the White Iron Wind.
This is the White Iron Wind.
Festive.
Yes.
Works in mysterious ways.
Now, as you all are adjusting to your new transformations, a spirit appears to you.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, something touched me.
Please, please, travelers, survivors, help me. Help me.
You're my only hope.
You guys want to help him? I don't know.
What do you need help with?
What's up?
The town ahead, Sutton Valley. It's a terrible curse, but I know how to fix it, but no one will listen to me.
Do we trust the dead?
Did we listen to this guy?
What can we do?
Let me go with you.
Do you have like a little jar that you ride around in? Or?
If you know how to stop the problem, why are you dead?
Because I was exiled years and years and years and aeons ago.
Fair answer.
That works.
Could you find a way to make me not smell like this?
I am a former resident of this town, an aeon priest. They called me Maz.
Are you? Is he ethereal? Can I touch him?
You cannot touch him. He is ethereal.
I want to touch him.
And by he, I of course do mean she. Please, let me go with you.
I see
You'll
no
find-
reason. Why not?
You'll find in the corner, you'll find a small vial. It contains my essence. Take it with you, and I'll come with you wherever you go.
Yes, anything to get rid of this smell.
And he Chip Chan runs over to the essence and starts to open the top, preparing to dump it all over himself. And nobody's
somebody
stopping him.
slaps his hand. Name break.
So,
Maz, real quick, we're gonna be all chummy on this. Why were you exiled? Just curious.
because I attempted to solve the curse, and some people prefer to keep things the same way.
Someone's jingling over there. Could you just keep those jingles down?
He has to pee. He's just moving his legs
I'm having
a
trouble
lot.
concentrating. My white beard is just itching like
But I'm
crazy.
delighted.
Wait a minute. You poured me over yourself. You will now become possessed by me.
That's 4
I got
personalities.
4 personalities. No.
Meanwhile, Tyrson is pretty frustrated because none of these decorations are landing on this spirit.
I
falling.
appreciate the effort, young man.
Well, you're welcome.
Trying to decorate this spirit.
I'll take a quick sprig of holly if you got it.
Yeah.
But he had no holly.
All right.
All right, so we go to the town, we take you with us, and we'll figure out stuff from there. Are any other details we should catch up on before we go?
I have a question, Maz. Could you tell us what the curse is?
The curse is that there is a dark god that everyone wants to sacrifice people to.
Right.
But I believe that we
It's a
do not
race thing.
need to sacrifice people to this.
Is it festive?
I bet you in the end she needs to sacrifice people.
So that,
Maz,
yeah.
we don't like sacrifice either. I think we're with you, and
Hate
you're
it.
literally in one of us, so we're doing it.
You're inside.
I'll join them, I guess.
And scene. Now the travelers have left the cave, and they've made their way to the town of Sutton Valley.
Right on cue.
Somebody besides Holly should
They,
have gotten this
they
curse.
stop at the entrance and are greeted by the guards that guard the gateway to the barrier where the Iron Wind cannot become. Guards look like this.
Ooh.
Tall,
Oh, nice.
ice-carved people. and they allow you passage into town because they actually welcome travelers here. So you come in. There's the town entry. So you have a. You stop for a second.
Somebody cut off Holly's legs.
So you stop to examine your surroundings. On your left, oddly enough, in the town, there is a large row of pine trees. On your right is what appears
Smells
to look like. On your right is what looks to be like just kind of a residential area. In the center is a large circular metal platform surrounded by a circular section of ice. Beyond that, you can see things that look like merchant tents, probably some lodgings of some kind. And far in the north of the town is what looks to you like an Aeon Priest enclave of some kind, where they might hang out.
With a lot of these blue guys walking around, these ice.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of guards walking around.
Okay. Can we speak to Maz freely, like when we would like?
That's a good question. Let me think about that for 1 second. Yes, you can.
Wait, Maz, how do we break this curse?
Let me tell you.
No, I'll leave it to Eric.
I can't. I was so close. And then she disappears, and that's all you get out of her.
Ooh.
That's all I need.
Eric, what was to the right again? I missed that.
The right is residential housing. But wait a minute. Shh. All of a sudden, you hear in the center, emanating from the center of town, a strange, ugly melody. And at that moment, all of you lose your minds.
Ugh.
And you find yourself being drawn to the center of town.
I'm drawn to the center of town.
The platform. The platform.
This looks nice.
And you can't actually say anything now.
Oh.
So
Oh.
if you'd like to try and resist, you can.
Oh, yeah.
I like trying to
I
resist.
want to resist.
Okay. Now, you're going to have to roll for this.
This is actually extra hard for me because I ain't good at this kind of stuff.
No, you're not.
And this is also, is this a concentration task?
This is a
This would be
concentration
2
task.
steps higher for me.
Yeah.
Can I roll for that?
Go for it.
Can I apply effort?
16.
All right. Brank is able to free himself from the grasp of this strange calling.
I rolled a 3, so I'm done.
Synsyan continues his droneful, amorphous march towards the center of town.
Do I look cool while doing it?
You look so dope.
Okay, cool.
I have a 5 minus 1 step of difficulty, but I don't think that's going to clear it.
You rolled a 5?
Yeah.
No, you are continuing on your way to the center of town.
I also rolled 16.
All right. Jank, you immediately turn around and walk a few steps back and then stop.
He's no longer allowed to walk.
Tyrson,
Can I use effort, or is this
if you'd like to.
after everybody else didn't?
Their roles wouldn't have helped them with effort.
Can you
So
explain effort real quick? Sorry, we're just going into a
okay,
little bit of the
quick
rules.
actor's pause. Effort is a way to spend your stats, your HP, not your HP, your mights, your intellect, and your speed to essentially, while you lose stats from your stat pool, you can apply extra. You can lower the difficulty of a task in this game.
You can spend some of your points to be better at something or to make it easier for you.
One time. It's a one-time use.
Yeah.
So is this an intellect-based
Yeah.
resistance
Yes.
roll?
Mm-hmm.
My specialty.
He
I'm
failed.
gonna apply 2 levels of effort. And 16.
All right. You are also able to turn yourself away. So now you look on, the three of you look on in horror as you are wondering why your companions are dronefully walking towards the center of town.
As a really large man, can I just get in front of them and stop them?
You cannot.
Are we singing the melody that we heard, like, as we were droning towards the center?
No, instead what you notice as you get towards the center of this town is that there are small insects floating around that hum a continuous drone.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and they've kind of drowned out your ability to focus. You take a few steps more forward. Now, your mind is still intact, so you can notice your surroundings, but you cannot act. And you notice that you're now walking on ice, which is very slippery because it is ice. The three of you.
Are there any banana peels on the side?
No banana peels. Not.
That is slippery.
It's a Mario Kart level.
Eric, if my mind's intact, can I cast an esotery?
Cannot cast an esotery. Yeah.
Okay.
At this point, you'll probably have to be saved. Okay. So, at this point in time, there's the three of you, and you see your friends trying to, or trying to walk towards the center of town. You have the choice to do what you want. What would you like to do?
How do we save them?
Yeah,
I know things.
can we use a rope and tie it around their waist and tie the other end around something?
Like leash them like some
Lasso.
dogs.
Do a lasso.
Can we lasso them?
You could try, but the issue that you're going to run into is that the ice field that they're walking on is much longer than any rope you're going to find. So you will have to pull them from ice somehow.
Maybe something with that music. Can we? I don't know.
Can we kill the bugs?
I don't think that would help. I don't want to kill the bugs. I say, and we can't get in front of them and stop them.
I mean, you can get in front of them, but you could get caught in it again.
Okay.
And even if you stop them, their minds are on a one track. They're walking to this thing, and so if you stand in front of them,
And Chip Chan's a big guy.
you're not going to be
too.
able to push them because you're on ice.
Okay.
Collateral damage. It happens.
The end.
Line.
My beard is itching like crazy, and I cannot itch it. So please save me now. Do something.
All right.
So, is anything happening as they get closer? The bugs are.
Well, there's more. You see more people doing the same thing. Your companions are not the only two drones that are walking towards the center.
Should we just go towards the center and see what's there, guys?
Do we know what they're
If you
heading
go towards the center again, you could get caught. I mean, you can see that it's just the center of town.
Okay.
That there's a metal disc of some kind.
We should tie ourselves together with rope,
And then
So
try to
that-
make it to them?
if one of us gets caught, we can just pull them out.
If I jump up and down, will that drown out the sound?
It will not.
Okay.
Oh, you're not. You're possessed with me, aren't you?
No,
No,
it's you and Chip
Chip
Chan.
Chan.
Oh,
Yeah.
us guys. Got it.
And Synsyan. I agree with Tyrson. I think we should tie a rope around us and then slowly try to get them.
Sure.
So,
Forgo trying to interact with anyone that lives in the town.
well, it's too late, aren't they?
Oh, are
like
there
going
people
there
around us?
quickly?
Yeah, but I like your guys' plan.
I thought it was super urgent.
I just want to remind you.
I'm more of a rope guy.
I didn't realize this was. I didn't realize this was a JRPG where we can go do anything and then come back and save people, and nothing changes over time.
I'm gonna stop
Whoa.
the nearest townsperson.
Shots fired.
Shots
You don't
fired at
really know
all
that.
Final Fantasy games ever.
Okay, I'm dying here. So
I'm gonna look for the nearest townsperson
Sure.
and decorate them.
I thought we were tying ourselves
Wait.
and trying to get them.
Yeah,
Wait,
we just did
I have
that.
-1
Well,
difficulty.
you can no,
so
you
I
can
should,
you can do that. I'll let you guys roll to do this crazy 3 rope plan.
Okay.
Oh, I meant just to save ourselves in case one of us. How are we gonna get close
We
enough?
are gonna
They're like-
cross the ice field and get them like true heroes.
that is why Brank is the leader. Okay.
All right.
And I rolled a 16.
You can't do it with you can. I didn't ask for a roll yet. You can't do it with 1 rope, but you could do it with 3 if you guys are all tied together. Potentially, it wouldn't be easy.
Okay.
Can we cut up the
tie-
backpack and wrap it around Brank's ears so he doesn't hear the sound?
No.
Why'd you not want me to hear the sound?
Because you're gonna get entranced
It's
again.
that ugly.
Okay, just do something.
All right. We
Roll,
tied.
I was down to tie the ropes together and go get
we
them.
just did it.
Okay, where did you get the rope from?
I thought you tied me on a rope.
From the
The
rope
backpack.
shop.
Didn't
It's
say
right
anything.
here. There's a rope shop.
Yeah, you said we were in town.
We were in the rope shack.
Okay.
And
So you ran into the shop to barter, or do you pick the rope that you are supplied with out of your pack?
We took
that-
off all of
take-
our clothes and we tied them together.
All right, I'm gonna keep this.
Down.
I'm gonna keep this rolling. You guys have rope in your supply pack, so I'll allow that. I'm gonna need you to roll though.
Again? Okay. 2.
Oh man.
12.
6.
All right, your plan failed, and you played slippery tug of war for a moment. So in the middle of that, you see a townsperson approaching you from the residential side of town, and he runs to you guys. He's like, "Are those your friends? Tell me, are those your friends?
Yes. Now wear this.
Kinda.
We can save them."
We all just met in a cave.
Well, we met before the cave, but
How can we save them?
I guess.
How do we save them?
We can save them. Here, take these shoes.
Okay.
He hands 2 pairs of shoes, one to you, and one to you, Tyrson, because your feet are permanently jingle balling.
So Tyrson and Brank have shoes. First, we ask him, "How difficult is it? Should we even do it?"
It can be.
Oh wow. He loves his friends.
What are your friends worth?
Oh, difficult.
Is it gonna be like getting out of bed difficult?
I don't want to
or-
break a sweat. Okay.
Do you want to save your friends?
I put the shoes on.
I'll put the shoes on.
What's a noticeable thing about these shoes?
There's nothing that you can tell right away, but if you can't ask questions, first of all.
Ooh, I'm moving the story here too.
Moving the chains. Okay, so what's noticeable about the shoes?
What's notable about shoes?
I'm guessing they just walk on. the
Okay, let's just go
ice.
get them.
When you reach the ice, jump onto the ice.
Okay, I jump onto the
Alright.
ice.
He's
I
talking
jump.
to you.
Okay. Well, okay. I Brank jump onto the ice.
What?
Oh my gosh.
It's a legal document now. Date here and sign here.
You're still in conversation with this person.
Oh,
So
okay.
Thank you so much for helping us.
okay,
See ya.
so you guys head over to the ice then.
Yep.
Jank, I guess you're left with this stranger.
I'm just dancing for him.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That was the payoff.
So you reach the ice. Do you want to try anything?
I was just gonna jump on the ice
gonna
like you
try
said.
jumping.
Okay. Jump on the ice,
Jumped on it.
and the shoes somehow lift you up, and underneath are blades.
Nice. Ice blading.
Ice blading.
Ice
Nice.
blading it is.
You realize now that now you have something that you can gain momentum with on the ice.
Oh, nice.
You may be able to save your friends.
I
Let's
blade
sprint.
crazy fast to them while doing some cool tricks.
Yeah, for sure.
Doing some aerials.
Sounds
and some flips.
roll worthy.
I'm just jumping up and down in excitement.
I do a lot of tricks.
A lot of
and
tricks.
impress
Okay,
people.
so how do you want to do this?
I
what's
just
your
wanna
plan?
Push them back to the normal area.
Okay.
Push both of
Okay,
us at once.
Pushed. I'm a big guy.
Okay.
so
You
So
take Chip Chan.
I need you to roll for it.
I'm
I'll
gonna
take
push
the
Chip
Nano.
Chan and 12.
Okay. You failed.
I'm gonna apply 2 levels of might effort. I'm guessing.
All right.
I'm glad I'm getting saved by the smart person.
And
Big guy, okay.
yeah, this is 18.
All right. You not only are able to save Synsyan, but you smartly attach a rope to Chip Chan, although you don't have the strength to
God,
pull them
I'm
both on
smart.
your own. But if
Hey, Dumbo.
Brank, if Brank gets his act together, he may be able to grab the rope.
Okay, I pull myself off the ground after totally eating it, and then I try to grab onto that rope. All I want for Christmas.
What's Christmas?
17.
You can't sing Christmas songs. This is the ninth world, but you have to sing, and you lost your turn. So as of right now,
That was a lot of hits you just took.
I just got
All right,
blasted, guys.
so-
I got blasted in the ass.
So is
I have-
Synsyan still in the trance?
since he's still in the trance, but he's being pulled to safety.
Okay.
Okay. So at this moment, your other stranger steps in, the resident that you met, and he hops in front of Chip Chan. He pulls it. He grabs him by the rope. He has his ice blades, and he pulls him out of the trance. Chip, you're still in a trance.
Uh-huh.
Synsyan, you're still in a trance for another couple turns, but you've been knocked over, so you're not getting up and walking towards it again.
Yeah.
And he says to you, "They'll be fine in just a few hours here."
Perfect.
I pull myself up off the ice, do some cool tricks, and then return to my friends.
My
We
character's
solved-
just rolling his eyes. My eyes are
Solve your
coming back.
ice puzzle.
Sienna,
First sign of consciousness is an eye roll.
after I do my first few flips.
Would you like to talk to me at all, freaking idiots?
We're just kind of getting our
We,
wind back.
What do you think of my shoes?
We owe you their lives. Thank you so much.
No, it's no problem.
Dick.
So how often does this happen, bro?
This is a yearly occurrence. The Feast of Hallowed Silence. There's a calling that summons people to the center.
What's going to happen to the people we didn't save?
This is day 11 of 12. On day 12, they will die.
Can
That's
we
not too
save
bad.
them?
I believe they can, but you can't say that out loud.
Are we back yet, Eric?
No.
Okay.
What's your
Sorry,
My mouth is like twitching.
This
with
is torture
anger.
for you guys.
what's your name, by the way?
They call me Poe.
Oh my god.
Poe Dameron.
No.
I have a feeling you're gonna have a lot of bad plans.
What are your thoughts on women, Poe?
Yeah. What's your theory on all this? How do you think
I don't know.
we can blank them?
But in my days as an Aeon priest, as part of this Glaive, I discovered a journal from a former Aeon priest named Maz. And it seemed to imply that there was a way to reverse this curse. And I believe it. And I'll do anything I can to stop this curse.
Good for you.
Well, thanks for
Can-
that. Where's your nearest
We're gonna
hotel?
head back to the cave. No, I'm just kidding.
Can we help?
I would love your help.
After you dance for me, boy.
Ask another
Okay,
question, boys.
How can we help you?
I believe the key is in the ruins that are underground. That seems to be what the journals imply. But the ruins are locked.
5 weeks away.
Where
The
are
entrance,
these-
the entrance is just behind the Aeon Priest Enclave. But the entrance has been boarded up and locked by impenetrable materials. And the key holder is Sayin Yor, the head Aeon priest of this town.
So we need some serious penetration.
Is there a way we can heal our friends before we go to this cave?
Heal, what is that? Is this a game to you?
No, I want my friend's sanity to return.
It'll turn in a couple hours.
Oh,
Okay.
My sanity's gone. So
Tell us about saying your.
He's a harsh man, and he prefers to continue traditions, whereas some priests in the past have questioned whether this ritual can be thwarted. He believes that the best thing to do is to keep it going.
How does the town sustain its population?
Ah, that is a town secret. Here,
A lot of
And
late nights.
he hands Jank a pair of things that go over the ears. They're furry. They look like they might keep they look like they might keep your ears warm. But these are called silencers. And they drown out the sound of the drone once a day. But only residents are allowed to wear them. We don't give them to travelers so that the sacrifices are done from visitors but not town residents.
Oh, that's terrible, you guys. Well, thanks for letting us know.
Yeah, thank
Wow.
you.
That's what I want to stop. Innocent travelers from being killed.
Oh, well, thank you. Can we buy more of those somewhere?
Yeah, the merchants. Maybe.
Okay. Point us to your nearest merchant, good sir.
Straight ahead.
I have a question. Saying your, is there a way to like steal the key from him? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Perhaps. But it wouldn't be able to be done until the big feast this evening.
Oh.
Okay, I think we should go to some merchants and then rest up for the big feast.
Down with that.
Get prettied
Buy
up.
some silencers.
This whole time, are the two people in the trance? Are we at all like trying to get up and walk out, or are we just kind of knocked out?
You're just kind of knocked out.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll drag you guys along to the hotel. Okay, don't worry
We
about
have
it.
to teach
So
them words and like
Dumb
feelings
zombies.
and how to walk and stuff, right?
It's a big montage that's about to. Okay, do we have the shins to go purchase some more of these head things? Should we go talk to the merchant?
No, you don't have the shins.
Okay. Well, I just want to know.
Yeah.
Can we steal them?
You could try.
if I distract them with my bells.
We send you to steal them.
Can I play all 4 levels of my effort to wake up? I'm like gonna blow my brains out for real.
I'll allow it.
Oh my god, thank you. Okay.
He fails miserably.
I rolled a 9, but I applied 4 levels of effort.
Yeah, that's
so-
fine.
Okay, Chippy.
Chip Chan also
doesn't-
wakes up.
Okay,
You guys are finally awake.
I run over to Brank,
I was getting
Slap
such
him.
good sleep.
slap him in the face,
Why?
start crying, and then hug him because I'm so happy and angry at the same time.
It's because I tried to save you.
A
You're
lot of
welcome.
emotions in here.
I look at him and say, "You're welcome."
It's almost like I'm meeting them, so I start decorating them because I feel like they're just new people.
Yeah.
I'm jumping up and down with joy.
Is that all you want? You're just gonna like try and get through each interaction as
No.
much as possible.
No. Oh, so what is your name? You saved my life. What is your name? My teammates barely did anything.
Poe.
They call
Poe.
me Poe.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch
Short
that.
for
so
the
sorry.
Pope.
The Poe. So why should we trust you, Poe?
Because I believe that this can be thwarted and I help save you.
That is
Some
true.
pretty compelling arguments.
I mean,
You
I'm
jerk. Throwing us under the bus.
All right.
How did you come by Maz's journal?
Because I was a former Aeon priest and it was locked away in the Glaive. But then Sain Yor, he forbid me from seeing it and exiled me because he doesn't want the curse to be overturned or doesn't believe it can be overturned.
So is the next? So
You're free to believe me if you want, but you could also not believe me if you want.
Fair.
I choose to believe.
I believe he's telling the truth about that.
Chip.
the next thing is Sainor has a feast
Good
tonight.
God, what is that smell?
Huh?
You smell of the sacrificial trees.
I kind of like it.
I hate it.
So wait, why do the sacrificial trees? Why are they pine?
Because that's
Great question. We've all been wondering this.
what I'm wondering.
This is how we solve
change
this
figures
curse.
things out to ask stupid questions.
Why not oak?
Guys, I'm trying to solve this. Please,
Chip, did you have an intelligent question?
unlearned-
Wait, you called them the sacrificial trees. They're over there to the left of the sacrificial platform.
Yes, the machine god at the end of the 12 days processes through the trees, crushing them all before he crushes the victims.
Where is he now?
No one knows. He appears on the 12th day.
in a backpack.
So
So the next milestone event that we should be on the lookout for is this feast tonight. Should we maybe problem solve before then and scout out the area?
I mean, yeah, there's a whole town that you guys have only been 1 foot in, so
Yeah.
Let's walk through the residential area.
let's do it.
Let's walk through their houses.
Yeah, I hate those trees.
Anything worth taking.
So you notice as you're walking through the residential area that it's connected to that if you continue in the circle around the center, it continues to the merchant tents. There's not a whole lot noticeable. There's some tents, some houses. Nothing that's really a succinct style, but everything is sturdy enough to block out snow, that sort of thing. And you see a few residents, but no one that really looks like they're worth talking to.
What are their kind of attitudes like right now?
You see an old couple that looks sort of angry. You see another man that's standing by himself. I guess they look somewhat interesting because you've never been to this town before.
But like the atmosphere of the town, are they kind of like fine with all this?
Yeah, it seems like sort of a like a regular. They're not shocked by this whole thing that's going on that you're new to.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah.
talk to the old people. I have a white beard.
They think you're an idiot.
Are they excited to sell us stuff because they know we're gonna die and get their things back?
The old people
Yeah.
that you're about to talk to are not merchants. They're
Okay.
just residents.
This isn't Skyrim. Broke my own rule. Hello.
Would you like to talk to them?
Greetings.
Hello.
Hi.
What brings you
Salutation.
miscreants to our fine town?
I thought travelers were welcomed here.
Yes, travelers are welcome here, but that doesn't mean I have to like them.
Touche.
But it does mean you have to love
Can I
them.
talk to your wife? She seems a little nicer than you.
Real nice talking.
You guys got a real nice tent here. Is that two flaps or one?
2 flaps, and there's no room for anyone else inside.
Oh no, we would dream of sleeping in your
Can
tent.
we check that out first? before we
Just
believe you?
ignore that. That was weird. Let's start over. So
Undo.
So how long have you lived in this town?
Longer than you.
Okay.
What are you guys doing here?
We're
I pull
just
Synsyan I pull Synsyan aside and say, "Stop wasting your breath with these old fogies. Stay young like me."
we're anthropologists and we're here to study the cultures of this town.
Old farts.
But what I mean is, what are you doing here and not in the center of town?
Oh, you
Your
mean with the
ears
other
are naked.
sacrificial sacrifices?
Oh, you mentioned our ears are naked. Something about silencers. Do you know where we could maybe get some? Is that what you're referring to?
No such thing.
I pull the
How do their ears
silencers
look?
outer.
Yeah, what are their ears
Holly
looking like?
Yeah, what do their ears look
Janks.
like?
Was that?
What do their ears look like?
They're wearing silencers.
Oh, okay.
I pull the silencers
nice.
out of Holly Jank's backpack or pockets or wherever and show them to the old couple.
That sounds like a
Like
sleight of hand.
something like
or
this.
What are you, thieves? You stole those from someone.
They're hidden
Oh,
behind
dang
my
it.
leaf.
I did not show them
Okay.
to them.
Okay.
I put them back in my pocket.
Guards! Guards! Guards!
We run.
All right, we're running.
Complete.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Glaive cannot make any interaction moves anymore.
Yeah, let's put a do not open till feast sticker on his mouth.
Look what we stole.
Guys, we should carry him back to the center of town.
Okay.
I did
Can we
steal them.
hide somewhere real quick for the guards to pass by?
Sure.
Okay.
So we're maybe we're
huddle,
running
guys.
down the street.
Everyone needs to roll for a hide.
Yeah. Do we see a? Okay.
There's a small like little alleyway that you can hide in.
Twos are good, right?
How about a 5?
Brian, Brank leads them straight to you with his festive singing.
I rolled a 14. I don't know.
Oh wait, I rolled a 2, so I should re-roll because of itching, right? Or is that just for concentration tasks?
No.
Okay.
So the giant guard that you've seen carved out of ice approaches you, and he's found you clearly because Brank keeps singing. Brank apologizes to all of you dearly. He says, "I'm so sorry, friends."
Kinda.
I really quickly cast an illusion of silencers on all of our ears before the guard sees that we don't have them.
The guard sees your illusion, but knows that thinks you stole 5 silencers.
No. Complete misunderstanding.
Excuse me.
I dress a large wreath around the guard's neck and I say, "Forgive my friends."
He doesn't like that.
I dance.
does he still
so we
wear the
can't hear
wreath?
what he's saying.
Does he still wear the wreath though?
He wears the wreath, but because he was so off put by being decorated, he immediately escorts all of you to the Aeon priests.
But can we
fight him?
Do we tell he kind of likes it?
He kind of likes it.
Yeah.
He's afraid to like it.
The
I
glimmer in his
smile.
eyes.
See the
while-
glimmer in his icy eyes.
How does he
That's all I
control all of
wanted.
us? We're kind of a big group of dudes, especially me.
He's
Me.
twice as tall as any of you,
Okay.
and made of ice,
All right.
and
Willing to sacrifice?
willing to sacrifice.
Was he impressed with Brank's tricks?
No. So he escorts you through town. You've decided on your better judgment that you probably shouldn't murder a guard.
Well, he's an Iceman. It's not murder.
Yeah. So you oblige. You also remember that you didn't steal anything, so hopefully you can clear it up as a misunderstanding.
Okay.
So
I'll
you
remember
don't
that.
do anything stupid.
You can't say that.
No, I can't. So
challenge.
you approach the center of town. You pass the merchant tents, and you reach the Aeon Priest sort of like main tent of the town. The first thing that happens is the guards there notice that you still have your weapons, so they strip you of all of your weapons because
I have spells.
I got fish.
because that was an incompetent move on the town entryway guards.
Do they take my shoes?
Yeah.
Thank God.
So they take your legs, right? Because they're attached.
And you are greeted by a tall, older gentleman, very solemn and stern looking. He kind of looks like an older version of Synsyan, actually, which is interesting. Orange robes, and he's you know him to be by the Order of Truth symbol to be Se'in Yor.
Similar to Synsyan in that he might have
Just extreme good looks, I think. Or-
Yeah, just looks. Not really. No secret meanings there. Just for a description for you to understand.
a white beard.
No white beard.
Okay.
No white beard. So the Synsyan Iron Wind transformation here.
Yeah.
Snow Wind transformation. He says very solemnly, "What are you doing in my town?" Stealing. Stealing things I can see.
We break out
break
into
into
a
song.
barbershop quartet. We.
Stop that! This is the Feast of Hallowed Silence, not singing.
Wish you a hollowed silence. No, we heard you had a problem. That there was a curse on this town, and we came
Wait
to
a
help.
minute. What's that moving around on you?
On me?
What have you done?
Me? Not. I didn't do nothing. I just.
He immediately recognized that you have been possessed by the spirit of Maz. We
We.
We
You?
Suttons do not allow the use of spirit guides.
Poor Suttons wouldn't.
He has no
His
choice.
his disposition is immediately angered towards you.
Yeah.
Can I tap into that fatherly connection that I might have with him?
No.
Okay. Uncle connection.
Chip Chan's starting to lose his temper a
Uncle
little bit with all this.
Uh-oh.
I want to roll to calm him down, if possible.
It-
Not through the
Sure.
connection.
I think take care of the rest of the situation first. Well, you can.
What's the situation?
Well, don't worry about me. Worry about figuring all this out.
Okay.
The situation is that you've stolen something from our village and have also invited spirits into our town, which we definitely forbid. Do you have anything to say for yourselves?
Nope.
Why do you guys forbid spirits?
Well, we're curious. We're curious. We've heard a lot of things about this curse that inhabit this town, and we
were
want to help you
invited.
perpetuate the curse.
I see that you're lying, though, because you wouldn't have agreed to take the spirit with you.
We had no choice to take the spirit with
Yeah,
us.
I
It
didn't have much
possessed
choice
us.
in the matter.
I pull out an adult
was trying to-
beverage and say, "Do you mean these spirits?" Then I take a swig.
Do we have any duct tape for him?
We're gonna need duct tape.
Do we need to roll for it?
So Dave, your move is to get buddy with him a little bit.
It was a try.
Yeah.
It was an attempt to.
I think
Mine
let's
was
let's
too.
follow that.
Yeah, it won't work.
Okay.
Should we even roll for it or
No,
no?
once he
Okay.
sees once
We don't.
once-
So we don't roll anymore.
No,
Okay.
you will. But now that he's seen the spirit of Maz,
Oh.
you can't roll to buddy him.
There, I got rid of it.
Okay.
I'm Maz free.
So why do you want the curse to perpetuate?
Because experimenting with the curse results in only more death. Right now, we have a moderate amount of death.
So if you could, you would rather there not be any curse or sacrifice, but you just don't know how.
You don't want to
You
risk
don't want
it.
to risk it.
You don't want to risk it.
Who are you that you're investigating the curse of our town? Where are you getting your information from besides the spirit of Maz? Who is an ex-Aeon priest, by the way, who was exiled 100 years ago. You believe the lies of a ghost?
Oh, 100-year-old ghost, pretty smart.
We don't know their lies.
And what of your thievery?
Thievery?
What
What are we supposed to have
thievery?
stolen? The silencers? That was a misunderstanding. I am an illusionist.
They were gifts.
Yeah, they were gifts as well. The whole thing.
You still have one.
What was a gift?
What was a gift from our buddy?
It was given
From
to
a
me.
resident.
Townspeople are forbidden from giving gifts.
You ever heard of a Poe?
Well, it was like a bequeathment. It was a
Poe.
It was a will. No, it
Why
was
would
not
you
Poe.
listen?
It
It
was
was
not
not
Poe.
Poe.
You shouldn't
no.
listen to
Where's
Poe.
that duct tape?
Wasn't Poe.
Let me guess. Poe's filling your heads with ideas
Why
of
do
the
you
spirit of Maz. Don't you know that Poe's never even met Maz?
Why do you dislike Poe?
He's never even met Maz. Why would he know what to do?
Oh.
Poe was a former Aeon priest who was exiled, though he may be my nephew.
Oh.
Oh.
Let's go into that.
This seems a little personal for you.
Are you the one exiling these former priests?
Yes, I was alive 100 years ago.
I don't know how long you've
How old are
been
you?
your situation is.
You don't look a day past 30.
Let me guess. Poe told you that I only want to perpetuate the curse and probably left out any evil dealings he's had to do with the curse.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it
correct.
past
Yeah,
him. Yeah. That's about right.
Yep.
Okay. You're welcome to stay in my town then. I'll let you go. You clearly are mostly idiots.
Whoa, wait. So,
But
Mostly.
I would recommend getting your hands legally on some silencers because the bells of the Feast of Hallowed Silence ring more than once.
oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
Real quick.
You're escorted out of the
Where would
building.
we get those?
I got uh-oh in before.
That didn't go well. So
Should we have a group huddle before we continue?
yeah, you're under restriction
we'll make
from talking.
we'll make an act pause. So you leave the abode of the Aeon Priest and you make your way towards the market, which is just to the right of it. A little ways down, but essentially in that direction. Out of the corner of a tent, you see kind of some glowing ephemeral sort of dust walking by.
Whoa.
What do you do?
Let's go look at that dust.
Mm-hmm.
You guys see that?
Whoa,
He
yeah.
said,
Whoa.
that dust is just
Yeah.
walking on by.
All right. So you head to the tent
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and you stop and you see what appears to be the ghost of a small child.
Whoa.
That looks like a ghost of a small child. I whispered to Holly.
Hello.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa. Please, you must help me.
Who are you?
When I was alive, they called me Cindy Lou.
Well, I'm Synsyan Sawa. I feel a connection with your name there.
Please, take me with you.
Don't
Help
do-
me find peace.
Let me pull these guys aside real quick. Don't do it, guys. We saw what happened last time. Now we got a ghost of Maz and our buddy Chip over here. Can't take another ghost
We've
with us.
already
I mean-
made him mad, so it doesn't matter.
Possess me once, possess me again. It wouldn't mean too much.
Shame
I
on
guess.
Do you have a vessel, Cindy, or how would you come with us?
As in I don't need to possess you. I can just follow you.
No, you can just possess me. It's all right.
It's a
How did you
body
like
of possession.
Cindy, how did you die? Were you killed in the feast of yore?
I was many years ago. Many years
Wow,
ago.
child.
Have you tried
Dark.
to have other people help you in the past?
No one will.
Do you know anything about the sacrifice?
Yes, it's evil.
Could you be more
Thank
descriptive
you.
than that?
Guys, hey, mystery solved.
Do you have any ideas on how to stop it? Like who the god
Or
guy
an-
is?
Or
and-
any ideas how we could get paid to stop it?
No, but you must avert more death.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Cindy, you're the only one who's been able to talk to us for more than 2 sentences. How do we get our hands on some silencers?
That was what I was going to ask.
Don't let him talk.
Silencers are a modern invention, so I don't know.
Okay.
Back in the day,
No,
You see-
that's
Wait,
a
wait.
cue for you to shut up.
Hey, sorry about my friend Chip Chan there. He's a bit of an idiot. What were you about saying?
I'm just getting frustrated is all.
when I was alive, there were no silencers and townspeople were sacrificed. But then one day, someone came up with silencers. But then that year, when no one succumbed to the calling, the god was so angry he nearly destroyed the entire town. So they postured that there must be some amount of sacrifice, which is why they invite travelers to the town.
Oh my gosh,
Interesting.
that's us.
Uh-oh.
Well, okay.
So why do you want to follow us?
We need it.
Okay.
Where do we start?
She disappears.
Oh.
I thought you were coming with us.
She doesn't seem too helpful.
All right. Let's maybe
Typical
head towards the
ghost.
forest.
Yeah.
Well, wait. We're in the marketplace. Can we look for a shop that sells silencers?
there's
Did,
definitely-
did you drop any sick loot?
She did not drop any sick loot.
Just
Dang.
But she did
ectoplasm.
possess your your body. So.
Sorry about the sick loot drops.
Oh man.
I loot ectoplasms.
Can I sell this ectoplasm for anything, or?
She didn't drop any ectoplasms.
Oh,
So now,
I
If
think
you-
of the snow. Can I sell this snow for?
just as an aside for you, for people, you guys are allowed to split up. So if that's something
Mm-hmm.
that you want to do, if you don't agree on where you want to go,
Brank,
I'm-
go. Brank, can you go to the hotel room? I think the rooms are on limited demand. We need you in the hotel. Grab a room for us.
I think I need to be with you guys to help you talk.
Okay. Implant suggestion.
I pull Tyrion and
Yeah, Tyrion.
Sorry.
This is Game of Thrones.
this
Lannister.
is now
I pull
it's now Chronicles of
Tyrson.
Narnia.
Pull Tyrson and Holly aside. I'm like, guys, I think I need to stay with you just in case Old and I nod over to Synsyan starts ruining our relationships with the town folks.
I didn't
And
hear
he
that,
didn't
but I
hear
pretend
at
that
all,
I did.
So,
I want to roll for it.
So I end up, so I tell him like, oh, sorry, Synsyan, I need to stay with you guys just because my friend Tyrson isn't really good with talking to townsfolk. So, and I wink at Tyrson.
Chip Chan kind of smells himself, realizes that he smells like the forest nearby, and is kind of making his way to the forest.
All right, so
We don't-
Chip Chan's going to the forest.
Okay, Chip's going to the forest. I'm staying in town to work on some
Merchandise.
merching.
I just
Merchandise
realized
opportunity.
I'm staying right next to Synsyan. I don't want.
I wanna get a
any
silencer.
relationships.
I'm gonna mental link with Chip Chan.
Okay.
Just so we can kind of have a walkie-talkie thing going. Mental link, real quick. Fans, Jake is a two-way telepathic communication.
Hey, fan,
Hi,
Jake out
Jake.
there. Hi, fan.
It's a two-way telepathic communication with a willing touched creature. So I do a quick little cheek pinch on Chip Chan. Are you willing?
So he
Which
touched Chip
cheek?
Chan.
Well, the facial cheeks.
Okay,
it's
cool.
not. We're not that
Yeah.
together.
All right. Yeah, Chip Chan's down.
All right. So what that means basically is that even though we're separated, he and I can still interact with each other.
Cool.
All right.
Nearest shop. Let's
So-
go.
Everyone else?
So yeah, double checking. So we've got
on Synsyan.
Chip Chan going to forest, Synsyan and Brank are going to the center of town,
We're gonna try to find
And Tyrson
and Tyrson.
to find
What is
the silencers, right?
silencers.
What are you doing,
Silencers?
Holly?
Holly Jank is going with Synsyan Sawa.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Chip Chan goes
Glad to
alone.
have
So
you
Chip Chan,
solo?
Chip Chan goes alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's his own quest, his pine quest.
Yeah. All right. So the rest of you, while Chip Chan goes on his solo journey to the woods, which are not really in the woods because they are surprisingly in the middle of town.
Is it like way out of view from the rest of the gang, or is it?
So okay, imagine you have like a town center,
Yeah.
like where a town would be centered around a fountain. Of course, this is not a fountain.
Sounds like the
it's
Long
just
Beach
like
Town Center.
It's just like the Long Beach Town Center.
Long Beach Town Center. The
Um,
AMC's right there.
I mean, it's a big town, so it's
Yeah.
far away, but it's not that big.
Still
so
an
you can
eye contact kind
yeah,
of?
but imagine if from the center it was divided into like, here's the inn, here's the residential section, here's the north part, here's the merchants, and literally as if it was built there is a patch of pine trees that lead from the center of town out of the town.
Okay, in like a row.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's what it looks like. So you're approaching that, but
Yeah.
we'll get to you in a moment.
Cool.
Okay. So you guys make your way into the marketplace. There's a handful of shops around, but there's only one that seems to look like it would have what you're looking for, which is silencers. They took all your belongings, so you actually don't have any monies.
Okay.
Maybe you can do
So-
an illusion.
I think that's a good
The
idea.
shopkeep approaches you.
Okay.
What are you boys looking for?
I quickly cover Synsyan's mouth and say, we're here for some goods. I give him a wink.
I bite his finger for reals.
Quit covering my mouth, you horse's ass.
You licked my hand.
Licking my hand.
Shout out to Jeffrey Tambor.
Love you,
Mayor.
Jeffrey.
Mayor Jeffrey Tambor. Yeah.
Oh man, it hit me.
What is it that you're looking for?
We want to buy some silencers. We were just given the blessing from Sain Yor to come buy some from you.
Oh, we can't sell you silencers.
Yeah, you can.
But he winks at you when he says it.
Oh.
What can we do for some silencers?
Maybe a favor we can do for you?
Maybe.
Do you like maids?
Which part of my body is he looking at right now?
I give him all.
Oh.
What do you mean? What can I do for you?
Okay,
never
wait. I think I know what this guy is. So, we want to not help with the curse, wink, and just hang out.
I gotta know what you're trying to convince him of there.
Yeah, I don't either.
Convince him that we can stop the curse.
I can't
Okay.
sell them to you.
But could you give them to us?
Someone's gonna have to roll
Could
here.
you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta
Probably
some kind of
want us to-
persuading.
Some nano who might know how to cast illusions.
I can intimidate.
Wait, we're not going to cast illusions. We're talking to a person.
Well, you could cast illusions and allude to something else.
Allude to Shakespeare from the first.
He might dig that, man.
Okay. Also,
What are you doing?
I was just deliberating. So sorry.
No, he's pointing to Tyrson, who's reached something out of his bag because he can't remember to do his own damn things.
I scratch my white beard while I try to think about what it is.
I've been sneakily decorating you, sir. I'm really sorry about that. It's kind of a twitch I got from a certain kind of curse. I hope you like this.
Don't like it.
Again, apologies. Can't help it.
But you do. I roll to persuade him to teach us how to get these silencers. I rolled a 5.
He's such a low roll too.
I know, so bad.
I'm really close to him as I'm decorating him with small horse figurines. And I'm going to roll in my close stance with him for an intimidation roll.
Okay.
To, give us some silencers. 12.
Nice.
And I'm skilled in intimidation.
Okay, that cancels though because he pissed him off by decorating him.
I'm skilled
Or
in
did the
interactions.
decoration intimidate
Yours
him?
was still not good enough.
It was a dead horse that he's decorating.
So I was
Okay, so I can't sell them to you, but they are made from the bugs, the humming bugs.
Oh.
nice.
Ugh.
Could you elaborate? How would we make those?
Who are you?
I look in disbelief.
Do we
and then
take
I
them?
walk
Is there
away.
someone in town who
Oh,
makes the
right
silencers
there.
that we could take a collection of bugs to?
Perhaps you could bring them back to me.
How many bugs per silencer would we need?
Just a few.
Just a few. Okay, a fair few. Do you sell anything? Oh, sorry, Tyrson.
We haven't asked you your name.
Oh, and I'm Brank.
Apparently that's a
I'm
thing people
Holly
do
Jet-
around
Just,
here.
Synsyan.
I normally I like going places.
Just for such politeness, I'll tell you my name. It's Miss Eltoa.
Okay, that's I knew it.
El Toa.
And because of your politeness, I'll award you with one more secret.
A kiss.
Bloodshed is forbidden in town.
Oh.
Because it's not in other towns, or
And he shushes you out of the shop.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Love you.
Did we ever find out how many bugs we need before?
Said just a few.
Just a few.
All right, let's go.
Cut to.
I want to
Chippy?
go catch
Collect
some bugs.
Yeah, we should get some
Good to
bugs.
Chippy.
All right.
Chip Chan.
I tell him everything we just learned through. I tell him everything we learned through my mental link. Just so he's
Okay.
got it.
That's fine.
Everything?
Everything?
I edit out all the Brank stuff.
Everything.
Chip Chan.
A few key plot points.
Chip Chan is out in the. Hold on for 1 second. I gotta remember.
As he's
Um,
walking up to the pine groves, he's kind of getting the scent off his
Walking
fur.
Walking up to the pine groves, which a kind villager has pointed to him as the path of procession, is what they call it in town. Chip Chan has actually been joined by fellow friend Poe. And for some reason, even though Maz won't stop bothering him, as soon as Poe appeared, Maz seems to refuse to meet him.
Oh.
And so you can't. She just seems to be strangely absent from you.
Phew. All right.
Poe says, "Where are your friends?"
I don't know. They were going to get. I'm kind of in a mental link with one of them. Synsyan had. He was telling me about some bugs, center of town. I'm not too sure, but yeah, they're off doing their own thing. I figured I'm trying to get this scent off myself.
Some gas.
Yes, the villagers will be forbidden to sell you any of those silencers. I was really put off by your friend Brank, otherwise I would have given you at least one more.
I use Synsyan's
You
mental
can't hear
link.
anything at
I
all.
use his mental
Nope,
link and say,
you're not
"Oh,
there."
yes."
No. Goodbye.
I'm kind of getting buddy with Poe, and I'm splitting some rations with him. But since I'm like non-human and eat all types of garbage, it's not really edible to him.
He's extra perturbed by you because he really doesn't like smelling the pine.
Yeah.
It reminds him of death.
So I'm kind of handing him some rotting.
It's like, I can't
stuff.
stand to be in this procession path because it smells so awful. It's such a dour smell, these pine trees. Reminds me only of death. But yes, if you were looking for silencers, there's only one way, which is to bring the ingredients to the merchant, which doesn't count as selling. Of course, you can't shed blood in town. And if you journey outside to kill hummingbugs, you put yourself at risk for the snow wind again.
Festive.
Can we capture them in town, you think? I'm not there. Are we there yet?
He's like mouthing
No.
all this stuff to
Are you guys
guys.
heading to them now? Is that what your plan was?
Oh, I thought
yeah,
we were.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were. Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Did you do anything while you were there?
Apparently not. Well, so he's telling. So I'm really walking in and examining these trees. Is there anything abnormal about these trees?
No, they just look like pine trees to you.
Pine trees.
Yeah.
Hey, you wanna? Is there anything? Look, I'm trying to get rid of the smell and help you with the curse and everything, but like, is there anything this way that I should just keep venturing further? I feel like there's something with my smell and these trees. I just need to get rid of all this.
No, I believe the key lies in the ruins.
Okay. In that case, then maybe.
And the ruins lie beyond the pine.
No, the ruins are to the north of town. They're underground.
Underground.
They're caved off, or not caved off, blocked off.
They're near the enclave thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you think I should?
I wonder if Chip Chan's wondering if he should rally back with the rest of the crew and like if this is kind of a not so much a lead at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
I say we need those big chubby hands to catch some bugs, man.
All right.
Yeah. I'll say that it is not much of a lead.
Cool. All right. Yeah. He kind of about faces and makes his way back towards town.
Yeah. All right. So it's late afternoon. It's getting closer to evening. By the time you guys get back to each other, so what do you plan to do right now?
Dinner.
The feast is in the evening, correct?
It is.
Okay, we gotta get those bugs and we gotta get them fast.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone here know what would attract those bugs? I could craft a little illusion, lure a couple bugs.
Poe is still.
Well, Chip Chan was given information that's relevant, which is that
Okay.
you can't kill the bugs inside of town because you
wouldn't.
can't shed blood.
We wouldn't kill them.
Yeah.
We'd capture them.
You have to kill them.
Do you have to kill them to capture? How big are the bugs?
They're big enough. They're small enough to capture, but they have to be killed to make silencers.
Okay.
And you can't do that in town.
Can
so
we
if you
kill
go
them
outside,
in
as a
secret?
recap, if you go outside, no, you can't.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
right.
If you go outside of town, you risk more snow wind.
All right.
Okay.
So we've got a couple pairs of ice skates still.
Those are one time.
Okay.
They're broken.
Okay. Cool.
I can create a wormhole. Is there a way we can get to a vantage point?
A warm hole.
A wormhole.
He creates a lot of wormholes he likes to visit.
So in order to lessen the chances of getting caught in an ice wind or snow wind, I would create a wormhole in the area that we are in town to capture the bugs, go outside through the portal, kill the bugs, portal back, bada bing, in home before bedtime.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna roll for it. And I'm gonna apply effort because I always fail.
So that's multiple tasks, though. You're talking about capturing
Right.
bugs.
Okay, so we can capture the bugs first. This is just kind of like a, is this okay, doctor? Okay.
Yeah, Chip Chan's he's got a, well, he doesn't have a, can we borrow somebody's backpack to just like catch as many bugs in as we can, kind of as a net or something?
Yeah, the bugs are
Large?
this
oh,
size.
okay. They're
Okay,
kind of like
okay.
football-sized bugs.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, I'm gonna roll to grab one. 2. I rolled a 2.
That's your highest tonight.
I missed.
Highest roll of the night. One slips out of your grasp.
And these are not outside of town. We can't go kill them.
Yeah, they are outside of town.
So why don't we just do that?
You went through the wormhole, so you wouldn't die from the ice wind.
Oh, we already did?
I didn't cast.
You didn't cast
I didn't
it.
cast it.
You'd still die from the ice. I mean, I didn't say you die, but you'd still.
Be affected.
The point is, if you go outside.
The point is to capture them inside because they're easy, right, for the plucking unless you roll a 2, and then kill them outside because they're the rule about not shedding blood.
Bugs are in the forest. That's where we're trying to get
Yes.
to. Okay, and then we'll figure out from there. All right.
Okay. Should we go to the forest?
Yeah.
And everyone is doing this.
Together.
Okay.
Forever.
All right. So you make your way to the forest. It's still light out, but it's getting like that kind of orangey glow, late afternoon feel. And
Nice.
just for the listeners.
We need a
Well
few
done.
of those for the listeners.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's plenty of bugs for the taking if you so desire. Again, they're the size of about a football, so they're yay big, green, kind of pretty, kind of cute, but also bugs. Not really. Yeah.
They're beautiful. That's what I looked at and said.
Okay. Is anyone around in the forest?
No.
There's no one around. Okay. Let's start grabbing some bugs, guys.
Yeah.
I grab one and I throw it in the backpack that we have.
That easy.
That's a lot of assumptions.
I do it.
Is it that simple? We don't need to roll.
Yeah. You can grab bugs.
Okay.
I grabbed
Oh,
one.
okay.
Okay. I grab 4 bugs for myself.
I just grabbed one because I'm not
I grabbed
greedy.
3
And I-
because he said only a few.
No joke. Chip Chan's got a bug leg hanging out of his mouth.
All right. So because Chip Chan has eaten one, you guys notice a strange aroma, which is the smell of humbug blood, which is so strong that it does alert several guards to your activities.
Okay.
Way to go, Chip.
So
Chan.
this is where I'm gonna run around town with my clothes off.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna
very
need
legal.
you.
Do I need to roll?
I'm gonna need you to roll.
I'm going to assist him and make the illusion more believable.
Oh, wait,
He's not.
I got-
There's no.
Makes
What's the
it,
illusion?
I'm going to enhance his
Makes it a
body.
little bit
I got a
longer.
2.
Okay.
I'm going to help him out.
As immediately as you leave the forest, you nakedly fall in front of where they're setting up the feast table for the
Oh,
evening.
that's embarrassing.
Oh, man.
Wait, that's an even bigger distraction, though, right?
It is a bigger distraction, but you are immediately arrested.
I'll take one for the
Okay.
team,
For
guys.
public decency.
And I say, yeah, good riddance. Good job,
So
guards.
at this point, there's 2 guards that have approached you in the forest. One has taken Jank off.
Janko. It sounds weird.
It's like what do you do?
Is 1 guard approaching us?
2.
2 guards approaching us. Okay.
Cool.
I wipe Chip Chan's mouth real quick.
Oh yeah, Chip Chan spits out the whole thing and sets a rock on it, so it looks like it's like a poorly made scene where like supposedly a rock fell on this bug from the tree. Maybe is what he's trying to make happen.
Synsyan, did you burp him? And I make sure that he burped him too.
Yeah, I did.
As he's burped, the smell of blood is just out in the air.
And then I scream and I say, "Oh my gosh, that horrible accident that just happened to that humbug!"
Accident. Oh no.
He flew into
You're
his
gonna have
mouth.
to.
Oh
so,
no.
Persuasion.
The guards, you're gonna have to roll.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh no. Oh,
You're
no.
done.
Oh no.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm rolling.
Oh no.
I'm gonna
no.
apply a couple levels of effort to this.
Oh
and
no, this bug. This little bug.
wait, Chip's rolling?
No, Chip doesn't have to roll. Chip smells like blood.
Okay,
There's-
I'm rolling.
This
to...
bug flew right into me.
Okay, I'm rolling here. I can't see it. What does it say?
7.
Teen. I applied 2 levels of effort.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So you cowardishly point to Chip Chan and run, saying, "I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Oh, that's not what I did.
I didn't do it." That's what you did.
Oh, okay.
It was like really embarrassing.
And I look
just-
at Synsyan and I shake my head.
I
I'm
was
like,
going
what
for a lie.
coward.
You did lie. You didn't
said
do
that.
it.
Okay, that is
Tyrson,
a
I'm
lie.
like, Tyrson,
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy? Coward.
No, but no, you are able to convince the guards that you had no part in this plot.
What I was trying to do was to say that we didn't kill it and it died on accident.
They smell the blood right off of Chip Chan, so
Yeah.
they won't be convinced of that.
Okay, so
So-
they're going.
Okay.
They're going for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're going for
Okay.
you.
Can we
Okay.
ask the guards a question? Or
No, they don't speak.
And then like
Good luck, Chip Chan.
I.
Well, the rest of you are also being gotten for
Oh, okay. They
For
know.
what?
They know that we're all
for
together.
being there. Yeah, they know you're all together. They
Oh,
just
okay.
think that you weren't a part of it.
Oh, okay.
Is it possible? I have a move called Far Step, and I leap long range. I want to just start jumping with the backpack across town, run into that shop.
Sure,
Okay.
you can do it. Let's see a roll.
18.
All right, you leap across town and return to the shop.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I am very learned and I figure things out. I figure out exactly what those guards want and I give it to them. So I roll to see.
Oh, vague.
Wow.
A 9.
Oh my.
Die.
So you are arrested as well because instead of coming up with a convincing story, you decided to burst into festive song.
Okay. I start going, guards, you done good here. Godspeed. And I follow Tyrson to the shop.
Okay, so you appear in the shop. You're with Tyrson. The merchant is furious because he's not going to kill these bugs for you.
We
So
killed
hoping he'd
them.
have like a secret chamber where he killed
I
them.
thought we killed them in the forest.
No.
You grabbed him.
Oh, I want to do a quick little throat slit.
Um,
I was off screen, so I definitely did.
Merchant, is there any way we can kill these without the smell getting out?
His name is Mizatoro.
Mistletoe?
it's Miss Eltoa.
Miss Eltoa.
Miss.
Meese. Like plural for
Get the
moose.
pronunciation right.
So mental linked with Chip Chan.
Yeah. And the guards are pulling me away.
And you
Yeah,
still
I'll
mental
get,
linked with me.
I'll get to you jail people in a second.
Yeah.
Chill people.
Who is that, by the way? Me, Holly, and Chip?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys are
No,
going to
Jank
prison.
is there too. I'm already in prison.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
big.
what's up, dude?
And you have no pants.
I'll tell you when you're in
My
prison.
clothes back.
Good luck.
All right.
Did I get kid to keep my leaf?
Okay, what's going
All
on?
right, moving along.
Okay.
So if you are going to kill these bugs in the presence of the shopkeeper, which he knows is illegal, you're going to have to convince him pretty hardcore to look the other way or to use something in his shop to mask the smell.
Okay.
What do you have in your shop to mask the smell, my man?
I have things, but you better
All
roll
right.
for it.
Convince.
I'm gonna
Convince
roll
was the
to
key word.
intimidate him because
You previous-
guards
you
might be
previously
coming
did.
this way, so he's kind of in on it with us. That's my intimidation. I rolled an 18. Look at
nice.
this.
The big rolls.
That's good. It's like all 18s for you tonight.
Yeah.
And you previously intimidated him already, so
Fine. He walks over to the back of his shop. You see several jars there with labels with words that you can't quite comprehend. And he picks a couple things up. He says, "Do it quickly."
Okay.
So
Okay.
kill those bugs.
So yeah, I'm casting onslaught, some spells, and I'm just slaughtering bugs.
I got a dagger. I'm just gonna do a quick little little thorax slits.
Yeah.
But we make it quick because we're humane.
Yeah.
Right.
But
They make
not
it sexy.
not
'cause they're
clean.
also-
All right. So he takes the bug remains. He fashions a few silencers, and immediately kicks you out of his shop so he doesn't get in trouble.
You made 3 silencers.
Yes.
4.
Well, what's a few?
3 is fine.
Okay.
Mind trick 4.
But there's 5 of us.
We already have one.
I'm sure they're confiscated now that you're in prison, but we'll hopefully not.
Yeah. So you have 2 and 1 extra.
Okay.
So as you leave the shop, you're approached by Poe, who frantically comes up to you and says, "What are you doing? It's almost time for the feast. You have to sneak in and steal the key to get in the ruins."
Okay.
Okay.
Where are we sneaking?
What were you doing? Where's your other friends?
Due to a series of unfortunate events beyond our control,
Lemony Snickets.
they've been compromised, and they're in Iceman jail.
Why?
Well, because the situation is difficult, more difficult than we thought.
We've been killing bugs because we need those silencers.
Chip Chan mentally argues back.
I was hungry.
And some of us were hungry.
You're in prison.
From prison.
Mental.
Oh, that's right.
I heard it. And I'm like,
yeah,
well, I was hungry.
You're killing bugs. You know that bloodshed is forbidden here.
Okay, yeah, we know bloodshed's forbidden.
Bug shed?
But do you also know that the bells won't ring anymore for the rest of the feast?
No.
Making your whole subplot useless?
I really wish someone in charge of things would have made that clear.
We really gambled on that casino adventure.
So Poe, you're in trouble, Poe. So you're gonna have to help us here. Get your head out of your cockpit, Poe.
And Godspeed, because we need to do this quickly.
All right, so we're going to take a little scene break. So Poe looks at you and says, "Why are you so hostile and asking me to help you when all I've done is offer my help to you?"
Sorry, moment of weakness.
Now, are you going to steal the key or not?
Yeah, we want to steal the key, but we got to help our buds now too.
It's too late for them.
Are you
In
sure?
fact- Let me tell you something.
Oh my gosh, go ahead.
Never mind.
What?
Roll.
This
This
is
is not going to be a 2.
okay. I feel like I'm in Monte Carlo right now.
I feel
Oh
I'm
my
in
gosh,
Monte
there's a
Cook
2
right now.
involved. It's a 12 though.
Sweet.
Hey.
I just wanted to make you roll.
Oh, okay, and did I go? Did I do it?
Senor imprisons people that he wants to die in the ruins.
Oh,
Without their supplies, though. So they're already in there. But they won't have any chance of figuring anything out without me. So we
Okay.
have to get in there to help them.
okay. Let's go.
We go there.
Yeah.
Oh, you're there.
Yeah.
I spoke
So-
for you guys.
So Poe, how do we get this key? And how do we get in there?
We have to sneak in. So he takes you to the outskirts of the center of town. And you can see on the other side, so where you were at was roughly the marketplace, which is like the northeast part of town. The Senor's living space is the north part of town. So in the southwest part of town, kind of near the path of procession, there is a giant table set up with starting to kind of fill in with villagers, food, that sort of thing. And Senor is taking his place at the head of the table to commemorate another feast. a bloodless feast, of course, because they don't shed blood during this time of year.
Veggies.
Veggies only.
Pine trees.
Pine trees. Sip a beer.
That's what Poe did.
You're in prison.
No, we're in the ruins, I thought.
It's prison right now.
Ruins in the prison in the ruins.
Oh, okay.
You're getting ruined in that prison.
Ooh boy.
I dropped the
So
soap.
you can see that there are 6 guards guarding the Señor's sort of room. Poe whispers to you that there's a key and a lockbox that you have to get into.
We didn't get in his boudoir.
In his boudoir.
Who could get in there but some maids that he has hired to clean his room?
Oh, I think I see where you're going with this.
Okay. So yes. So you have to sneak past the guards. They're not 6 in a row. There's 2 at the front of the pathway leading to them.
Okay.
You can see 2 more in front of the doorway, and you can see 1 on each of the sides leading to some branching off paths.
Okay.
What's your plan of attack?
Do we want to dress up as guards or as maids?
I don't know. I mean, maids have never failed us
I
before.
think we're gonna have to go with maids.
Alright.
I want to be a appropriately scantily clad Aeon Priest maid type. I know exactly what that looks like. How are you gonna dress? I'll dress you.
I'd like to.
I'll dress you the way you want.
That's the tagline of this adventure. I'm gonna be more conservatively dressed, but
Okay.
like something looks real nice underneath. That
Like you
makes-
can tell.
You can tell, like
Yeah.
I work out.
You
2
like the-
sweaters,
you
a
like to party?
jacket.
Yeah.
I'm
All
going.
right.
pairs of
I'm going
pants.
women.
Make a decision.
Okay.
Hourglass shape.
Okay. So poof. I'm going to give you 1 roll to see if this will be a strong enough illusion to work on the guards.
Okay. All
And
right.
If not, you have to sneak.
Okay. I'm gonna apply a level of effort.
Okay.
2 levels. Thank you. It actually was a 2. I don't know how that's possible.
I should have rolled.
Maids never.
Can't.
Maids have never failed me before.
Oh my god.
I don't know if Monty would want this, but
Monty, why would you do this to
Sorry,
us?
Monty.
Oh my god.
so
you're
it still passes.
It actually doesn't.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh man.
Oh boy.
so far, Synsyan has dressed them poorly before the guards have seen him, or
The guards haven't seen them yet,
Yeah.
but the illusion doesn't stick.
Yeah,
I just don't feel good
Okay.
about it.
You don't feel good about it.
I pat him on the back.
Yeah.
You look
So-
like an actual hourglass.
Somebody
Sorry.
walks up to you and say, "You don't look good, girl." And
All right.
that's
So,
it.
so now you guys have to attempt to sneak.
Okay.
All right.
So are you going to try and go
Alright.
straight on? Or are you going to try and go through the side paths?
I think it's side path town.
Okay. So
Yeah.
no matter what, you're going to have to sneak past the first 2 guards. So I'm going to need, you can see behind them that there's a little alleyway where you could duck behind some houses if you could get there.
Okay.
Not houses, but tents, that kind of
Tents.
thing. So I'm going to need a roll.
Okay.
Okay.
You go
Speed. I'm gonna apply some effort. 5 plus 1 effort.
You trip over the guard. It's the first guard though, and so he just pushes you away.
Oh, okay. I act drunk. Sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna create an illusion this time, not a disguise. No maids. And I'm going to create this like little guy. He looks like a townsman saying, I just shed some blood and I need some help washing my hands. It's like that's what he's gonna do. Oh, what's that say?
18. Oh, 19, I think.
Wow, sweet babies.
Actually, no, because that's a prime number.
Oh,
And in the middle of your illusion, you're overcome with itchiness in your beard.
I have to re-roll it. Okay, prime number rolls are re-rolled due to itching. Okay, that's okay. I'll just get a 20 this time. Oh my gosh!
Couldn't
my
even keep the dice
own
on the table.
Rule. Thank you, Brank.
The table.
It's a 1. That's also prime. So I'm re-rolling that one though. It's also prime. It's all good. All good.
So
My beard is really chafing me.
you're lucky that's a prime roll instead of an instant failure.
It's an 8. That's not prime, but probably a success.
I got another plan here, Synsyan.
Okay, let's go. Let's hear it.
All right. I am an intimidating nano who wonders, and I have a move called Asks the Question. And it says I can ask someone, a creature, a question so insightful they lose their next turn. I'm wondering if I can apply this in a way that makes them just space out, thinking about
You can try.
what the color of
Why don't you
something
roll?
is.
We'll come up with
Okay.
something.
Yeah. I don't like to think in real life, so
They already have lost all interest.
8.
Should work. I hope.
Nope.
I say,
Oh man.
what's with like the sky, like it's big.
I'm wondering if we should just get arrested to speed this up.
Okay. Can Chip Chan get this like frustration from Synsyan?
I think the mental link only lasts for an hour, right?
It's been like 10.
Let's see. It lasts 1 hour.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. So you guys are severed.
We're severed. All right.
Your turn.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna create a wormhole to.
We're just hands in our pockets, walking around the party,
You're walking around in front of these guards, just
in
like
front of the guards.
Okay. I really have an idea that will actually work this time. I'm gonna use a spell called Illusory Selves, where I create 4 holographic duplicates of myself in short range. The duplicates last 1 minute. Mentally direct the duplications as I command.
Sure.
So I'm going to create the duplicates. I'm going to have 1 duplicate kick the shins of the first 2 guards and then run. 1 duplicate kick the shins of the next 2 guards and run. And then the 2 duplicates kind of like get the attention of the 2 diverging path guys and run.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll separately for each set of guards.
I had a feeling. And I see your
Okay.
challenge with a
I have
dice
a feeling
roll.
this will be good.
Okay, the first one's a 4. The second one's a 19.
Reroll.
Oh, dang it.
You're itching.
Those dang beards. Second one's a 9.
Reroll.
Nope. That's not a prime.
Oh, prime.
Third is an 8. And the fourth is a...
2.
Okay, can we just pretend that those are all successes?
Everything failed.
16, a 16,
Oh
a
my
16, and a
gosh.
16.
All right, I'm just like walking up to them with my hands like
We just walk up.
with just yeah.
We
just,
need to go to jail.
Okay, arrest me. That's what I say.
So, Poe, pss, pss, pss. It's gonna be really loud on the mic there.
Yeah, it was loud.
He calls you back over.
Oh yeah, what's up?
Yo, you have a
says-
plan?
He says, "I don't know what's wrong."
We're doing fine. What do you?
We're doing great.
We got this,
Oh
Bo.
my gosh.
In prison,
Anyway.
I hear saying, I dropped this soap again.
No one heard that.
Everyone did.
So Poe said, "I tried to steal the lockbox while you guys were fooling around out here,
Oh,
but I couldn't lift it. But I did get back the journal." So he says, "Let's go to the inn and assess your failures."
Okay.
in detail.
I forget what the journal is.
It's Maz's journal.
Ma's journal.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. All right.
Who she liked.
Yeah.
I
Like-
got a
Like
cry.
a diary.
She likes that
Um,
Wookiee. Sorry.
All right, we're gonna take a scene break for a sec here.
Oh, wow. Sorry, everyone.
So the failure to get the key, boys, that would be Synsyan and Tyrson.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You've gone to the inn. You're greeted by the innkeeper, Wreath Witherspoon. Hi. It was on camera. And you notice an interesting thing about the inn is that there's no doors on any of the rooms.
Nice.
And yeah, so the innkeeper, she, gives you a room. Poe meets you in there, and wants to chat with you guys about what to do now that you guys have failed to get this key, and the feast is going on, and it's going to end with death.
Poe, we got some stuff going on. Is there any other way we can get into the ruins without that key?
It's a strong barrier. It would take a lot of people to break that down. And not a lot of people are on our side.
Interesting. Like if we could rally some townspeople, you think?
That could be possible.
How many would we need?
Maybe about 4 or 5. But I know someone.
Oh.
Yulog. He's very popular. I bet if we rallied him, we could rally many.
Sounds festive.
Let's try it.
All right. So, but we'll have to do this on the morrow.
Okay.
So, you guys are donezo.
Okay.
So,
Squad assemble.
prison squad assemble.
Go get drinks.
All right. So, switching to you guys in the prison, it's roughly approaching morning. You guys have been passed out for a little while. You actually don't know that you're in the ruins, but Maz, you actually wake to the spirit of Maz hovering over you, and she explains to you immediately that you are in the ruins because she recognizes them so well. So,
Maz, what should we do? You told us you want to help us break the curse.
she says, we don't have much time. It's the final day. The machine god approaches. We have to figure this out. Find my journal pages. My memory is fuzzy.
Who had the journal pages?
So they're in part of this construct.
Okay.
So that's what she's saying to you basically.
Okay, I want to look around for the journal pages.
Okay, well, so you have to walk through the construct for a bit. So you're in a dark hall. It's pretty dark. You don't have any supplies, unfortunately, so you don't have any lights.
I whisper over Chip Chan, you got any light?
He doesn't. No one has any supplies. So
And is Chip Chan's currently being possessed by Maz, or she's following us spectrally, or
no, she's like using you.
Chip Chan's out of it.
Oh, okay. Okay, thanks a lot.
But you can take back over if you wish, and you can be related the information by Jank and Brank.
I can't tell if she's guiding us and stuff right now, though. If she's
So the guys, I'm just gonna step in here. The guys explained to you what the conversation they just had with Maz.
okay,
So you're now caught up to speed.
all right, cool.
And she's instructing you to look for some pages from
Okay.
from something.
Cool.
I say we keep looking.
Yeah. So you start kind of in one end of the construct, and you go down. The hallway slowly loops around this way, and you come to a series of 4 doors and an empty space directly in front of you. Which one do you want to go through?
I say we go to the furthest east door.
The furthest east door.
Do you agree, Jank and
So
Chip Chan?
again, there's 2 doors on the east. It's like a straight hallway. So you're gonna go to the first one that you come across.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Elimination.
yeah. So go ahead and you're in a room. It doesn't really look like there's anything remarkable in this room. There's some sparkling lights and kind of things like that around. Just trash and that kind of bit. But there's you can look around if you'd like.
Sparkling lights.
Yeah, there's just like kind of electricity. Like when you see broken machinery and stuff like that.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Can we use them to see where we're going?
Yeah.
It lights the room a little bit, but you're in just one room, and your task now is to look around.
Yeah. So yeah, Chip Chan's gonna feel around at the nearest pile of stuff. Just kind of blindly shuffling things around until he.
Yeah. So let me get a roll from you.
19.
Yeah, that's good. So you actually find a collection of sort of journal pages that have a bunch of different things on them. So a lot of the writing is faded.
Okay.
But you can see
Chip Chan has 6 eyes, so maybe that's why he is able to find
Chip
it.
Chan does have 6 eyes.
He does have 6 eyes. That's canon.
Sure, that's canon.
No, it absolutely is.
He
Yeah.
has 6 cannon eyes.
6.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So you can make out on.
Make out.
Inside there.
Is this before or after Brank dropped the soap?
You guys found these pages.
Yeah. So you can make out on one of the pages, kind of like a shape, like a circular shape. with directional symbols on it. So obviously like a drawing of some type of compass. And you can see that you underneath it, you have some spaces, and there's a 1 with a southwest on it. You kind of see like a direction, like 1 and then southwest. And then for 2, you see northeast. For 3, it's blurred out. You can't really see. And then same for 4, but then the 5, which is the final space of things there, is back to southwest.
I think this might be relating to the doors and which doors we need to enter.
Band.
The band, the doors.
I think we need to go back out and go first to the southwest door. Could you go over those numbers again? It was
Okay,
You
one
remember.
one is southwest, 2 is northeast, 3 and 4 are blank, 5 is southwest. Okay, so trying to maybe
Maybe if you guys want to, if you want to talk to Maz and see if she knows if this is some sort of compass out of here or what. I'll see if I can let her. I'm just gonna zone out for a second and see if you guys can.
What do you think, Holly? Maybe we should talk to Maz.
Yeah, I think we should talk to Maz.
Okay.
It's,
Dear Maz.
Monty, Maz.
Yes.
Maz, what do these things mean?
The switches, but where are the levers?
Are they the doors? Are they
The
doors?
switches.
Switches. Okay.
We're letters.
Okay, we take a Chip Chan, we slap him a bunch so he wakes up. Okay. These are we're looking for switches, but we gotta
Okay.
find the levers.
All right. Well, I think
Let's go check another room.
let's bail
Well,
on
you're
this
still in the
room.
one room. You haven't actually gone to another room yet.
Okay, let's go to another
Should
room.
we, that's why. Should
Yeah.
we need to
Yeah.
go to another room?
Mhm.
Let's go.
Chip
Which room
Chan
do you guys
shuffling
wanna
through
go
the
to?
papers. We'll just go through door number 2. It's for next one we come across.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next which direction? So you've got
to the right of that door.
to the right. So the northeast room.
Yeah, northeast.
Okay. So you go into a room. It looks roughly the
Wait,
same.
wouldn't it have been northwest? Weren't we like southwest, northwest?
You were in the southeast room.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I thought we were farthest left. Okay.
Yeah. So you're going. Where are you going?
Northeast, like you said.
Okay. So you go there.
Okay.
And it's the same room, but it's a little bit cleaner, and there is a switch that you can see in the back panel of the room.
The switches.
That is the switch. Okay, guys, but we need to throw the switch for the southwest. So let's leave again and go to the southwest room.
Okay.
So we're gonna leave and go to the southwest room.
Okay. And the southwest room looks pretty much like you'd think it would look. The same with a switch.
All right. Should we hit that switch?
The switches.
Yes.
Let's hit that switch.
All right. So you hit that switch. Nice.
Cool. Okay, should we go to the next switch, guys?
Mm-hmm.
It's northeast. Let's go to the northeast room. So we run there.
Yeah, shuffle back.
Yeah. Okay.
We hit that switch.
Great.
Nice.
Nice.
Now, did we find anything in that northeast room? Like maybe something that would show us something?
No, nothing more.
Okay.
All you really have at your disposal is Maz right now. So
Okay. Chip Chan, we'd like to summon Maz. Is that okay? Maz, we've flipped the 2 switches. What are the remaining switches that we need to flip?
No, not now. I'm getting frustrated by all this.
Chip Chan has become angered by being possessed on and off. So instead, another spirit that you agreed to let follow you around appears to you.
Is that the girl?
Yeah. And
Cindy Lou.
she starts sputtering to you things, and it's hard to make out because there's all this kind of like, like phantasmic sort of noise accompanying with her. Like she's like a really like out of whack spirit. So you might need to roll a little bit to see if you can hear what she's saying.
Okay.
Okay. You rolling? Oh, yeah, I'll roll.
You got it?
20.
Wow. Okay. So in the midst of all this noise, she screams at you 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
What do you guys think that might be?
Do you know?
Huh? What do you guys think that might be?
The
That you wanted to take.
Order of the Doors.
The Order of the Doors, but we only know the first door is southwest, the second is northeast. We don't know what the third door is. So if it's 3, 2, 1, we don't know what 3 is.
Mm-hmm.
What do you?
What was the
maybe-
the first door we went into is what? What was the
First door we went into is southwest,
And what was the second door?
northeast.
Northeast.
Okay.
Third one and fourth one we don't know. Maybe it's 3, 2, 1 are the remaining numbers because 5 is 1.
Okay. So we just need to.
Chip Chan doesn't have a whole lot.
Should we ask Maz?
Let's ask Maz. Is that okay, Chip Chan?
Chip Chan doesn't know. Fine. That kid would just make me downright angry. Do you guys have any food? Maybe some food will calm me down.
I grab a bologna sandwich, hiding this whole time.
And Chip Chan just snatches it and starts munching on it and
He doesn't want to know where I've been hiding that.
and starts getting calmer and calmer.
Hey, so Maz, what does 3, 2, 1 mean?
3, 2, 1. What does 3, 2, 1 mean? 3, 2, 1. What does 3, 2, 1 mean? She says to you, kind of sputtering around like a ghost robot. Of course, she's not a ghost robot. She's just a ghost.
But we wish she was a robot.
She says, the markings on the door. Where are the doors? And she notices that she's thinking in her mind that there's doors on these doors, but they're actually just spaces, hallways where doors were torn down. She, probably by Aeon priests, they are trying to, thwart these things down here. Give me one sec. Keep track of where you guys are at.
We are in the northeast room.
That's right. Let's see. She says the third door is the same as 2.
Third door is the same as 2. Okay, so let's flip the northeast switch again. You guys down for that? Because that's if the third door is the same as 2.
The levers.
Yeah.
Maybe we should switch the third door again.
Okay. Yeah, the second door, you mean? Yeah,
Second
okay.
door, right? Yeah, that's
At
what I
this
said.
point, you guys feel a crazy earthquake.
Oh, no.
What's
going on?
And switching back to you guys. You guys are awoken by this earthquake.
Awoke.
You guys are so woke now. And the townspeople are you leave the inn to see the townspeople are standing around the circle in the center, or standing outside of the circle in the center, actually, I should say. And in the distance, you can see a large shadow looming towards you.
Whoa.
Back in the prison. So you've thrown the northeast switch twice. Where do you go next?
Oh, we don't know where the. So it's 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And 3 and 2 are the same.
So the first room that we were in, where we found the notes, we didn't see any switches in
No
there.
switches there.
Okay.
So I think it's I think guys that 3, 2, 1 means southwest, northeast, northeast, southwest, and then southwest again. You guys want to do that?
Sure.
So you're doing southwest, northeast,
southwest,
southwest again.
southwest.
Okay.
All right, so let's try it. So we've done southwest, northeast, northeast. Let's run back to southwest and flip it twice. Let's go.
So you go to the southwest, you flip the switch once, and you hear a click in all the other rooms. And it looks like they've reset.
I
All
ordered
right,
the eggs Florentine at the inn.
Process of elimination. I think we got it.
Do you get that with espresso?
So we got
We got 90% of the thing. We just need to do the other way with the fourth switch, and we're all set. So let's head to the southwest room, and flip the switch.
Okay, I agree with you. I'm
Okay.
gonna let Chip Chan
Let's do
lead.
it.
All right. We're in the south room, and switch. Let's head to the northeast room.
I agree.
Northeast room. We switch that. We wait a second, and then switch it back.
I don't hear any bells ringing because we've been running around a
My
lot.
bells were confiscated.
Okay. Now we're at.
Like
No, they're
clothes.
not. They're attached to
Oh.
you.
I better start hearing those bells.
Oh, great. All right. So we did. What did we do last time with the fourth room, Ryan? What was your break?
went
We
back
did
to the first
southwest
room.
north. So 3, 2, 1 was the hint that Cindy Lou gave us. So I deducted that if 2 and 3 are the same, then it's
And that didn't work out, right?
That didn't work out. Yeah.
so shut up. But yeah.
So we do not that, and we go to the other room and flip that switch instead. And then we run to the southwest room to wrap things up and flip that switch.
And that time, you hear a much louder noise coming from the center chamber.
Sounds
Nice.
like
Let's go there, guys. It seems like he did it.
it sounds like great job, gentlemen.
At this point, you guys are in Oz. You can see out of the shadows every 5 minutes or so. There's a step and an earthquake from a giant beast that looks a little bit something like this.
How does that look to the listeners?
Consider like a giant, like humanoid being with a sphere, glowing sphere for a head. It's easily like 100 feet tall, huge kind of deal.
Kind of looks like Nightwing, but with a moon head.
What is that?
Sure.
Jeez, nerd.
Okay.
Nerd alert. Level 10 power sword.
So you guys are running off frantically to the center of town to try and find townspeople to.
I want my X14 to go.
Yeah, X14 to go.
But don't compromise the quality. But try to go quickly.
All right.
Should we get dessert?
So you guys are making your way down there. So now down back below the surface, you guys are going to run to the center chamber, I assume.
Yes.
You're not that stupid.
Well.
Okay.
Bunch of glaives.
Don't put anything past us, okay? 2 glaives and a jack here.
It's,
In New York City.
Man, do they need a nano.
We a New York crew out here.
A Day Without a Nano. A documentary in the 90s.
All right. Yeah. So you guys come to the center chamber, and it's steel. It's cold. And in the center is a giant, super foreign-looking machine that you see, machine construct, far bigger than any of you, and it looks like this.
So this is the prison crew that's seeing this.
This is the prison crew that's seeing this.
All right,
That's
Chip
cool.
Chan.
Do you see this? All there is a smooth surface and a button right here.
And screens? Are those screens in the middle?
You don't really know what they are. They look like stoplights that aren't on. Like
So we got some
they're not really
panels that aren't
screens,
really
yeah.
working, and some.
Seems like all we can do is push the button.
I say we push that button.
Yeah, we should.
It's like a game show.
Push that button.
push that button.
the button.
Who's gonna win the prize? All right. So when you push the button, the machine like the whole ground shakes, and you start to see at the surface above. You see this kind of like twist open sort of thing, and your platform rises up out of the ground, and you're now in the town center.
Power lines there.
Power lines there.
Nice.
Um,
And Bumblebee.
and
I was doing Goofy movie.
Yeah.
at this point, at this point, you see in front of it now arise a series of 5 levers. So you're down in the town center. There's people surrounding you, seeing you guys appear out of the underground prison ruins. And again, 5 levers appear before you. Maz appears. She's like, "I knew there were levers. I knew there were levers."
Do you know the order that we're supposed to pull these levers? Are we all together, by the way?
3, 2,
You
1,
guys,
right?
you guys are not quite there yet.
I'm
And by you
hustling,
guys,
though.
Tyrson and Synsyan aren't here yet. Chip Chan, what does she mean by the levers? Or wait, Chip Chan's not there. Holly, what does she mean by the levers? Holly? Holly!
Three-
What'd she mean by the levers?
3, 2, 1, right? That was the order she gave us? Or was that for the switches?
Dumb son of a bitch. You know God, son of a bitch.
He's festive, not intelligent.
So
Cut him some slack.
so now that you're out here, these screens are lighting up, or not these screens, but these like light fixtures are lighting up. All right, so as you push the switch, the panels on the machine fixture begin to light up, and you see light coming down from underground, and there's sort of like one of those twists, you know, where it's like looks like kind of blades doing that sort of thing where they open that way, and you're rising up
Like power line.
like power line.
Like
and
Bumblebee.
turns into the Goofy movie.
The perfect cast.
So, and then when you reach the top, you notice that the lights are fixated in a certain way, and you have levers in front of you. So now the levers, there's 5 levers that appear. Maz takes over Chip Chan to ecstatically exclaim their joy at finally seeing these levers she's theorized about. Now, you see that there's those panels of lights, right? Each one has 3, and you can see that the levers could also have like 3 positions they could be in each. So you notice that on the levers, as well as matching up onto this thing, the first lever of 5 is in the first position. So is the second lever. The third lever is in the second position. The fourth lever is back in the first position, and the fifth lever is in the third position. What do you do? And then there's also still the button on the fixture as well.
I think this is where 3, 2, 1 comes into play. But Shipchan, should we invoke Maz?
I feel like we have all the information that we need right in front of us.
Eric, could you read those numbers back again one more time? The first switch is in the first position?
Yes, this is where they're at currently.
Okay.
So the first switch is in the first position.
Uh-huh.
The second switch is in the first position.
Mm-hmm.
The third switch is in the second position.
Uh-huh.
The fourth switch is in the first position.
Okay.
And the fifth switch is in the third position.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yeah, well, let's start by, and there's only 3 positions for each switch, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. You guys were telling me 3, 2, 1 earlier. What if we put that into practice? So we've got the first switch we'll put in the third position, second pitch switch, second position, third switch, first position, and go from there.
Let's do it.
All right.
What about you, Holly?
Yeah.
Punch it. All right. All right. So we've only got the first 3 switches so far. That we're plugging the order by order. Number 1 we put in a 3. Number 2 we put in a 2. Number 3 we put in a 1.
Yeah.
Do we hit the button?
Sure. You hit the button. So you hear...
Wait.
Stop. So you hear...
Oh, shoot.
And nothing happens.
Oh, you're very close though. Okay. So we keep the
You're
first.
actually not close at all.
We are very close. So we keep that order. The first switch in the third position, the second switch in the second position, the third switch in the second position, the fourth switch, and the fourth and fifth switch in the same order.
Say that one more time. Sorry.
So we do 1 is still 3, 2 is still 2, 3 is 2, 4 is
Then they're the same.
2, and 5 is 1. Can we switch that?
Sure.
Okay. You guys ready to do this? You guys ready to do this? Okay, so we keep those first 3 in the same positions.
Chip Chan waits and pauses and listens around to see if there's any sounds currently going.
No, you can see that slowly as the giant beast approaches, that there's humbugs that are rising up.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no melody going without you pushing the switch.
Okay. Do you guys have any other ideas? Because if not, I got one.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so we keep the first 3 switches in the same position. For switch number 4, we change it to the 3rd position, and we keep the 5th switch in the same position. No, what? Okay. Okay. I got it, guys. I got it. One more try before the other guys show up. One more try.
No, the other guys have shown up.
Damn it.
I have no idea what's going on in real life and in the game.
Okay.
Let's pause.
All right.
Okay, so you guys have come to the scene.
Perfect.
You've watched these boys flip around with these levers to no avail.
I nudge Synsyan Sawa and I go, Glaives, am I right?
There's a jack in there.
And Jax, am I right?
Yes.
I'm going to use one of my skills that I have as a Nano who wonders, and I'm going to use Ask the Question. No, I'm going to use Stand and Wonder. I get to ask the GM one question. And I'm going to ask him, what is the order of these switches?
You're going to have to ask a different question.
Could
than
you
that.
solve the puzzle, please?
I'd like to solve the puzzle.
I'm not going to give you the answer. I mean, unless you want to try and roll a 20.
No, okay. What's the fastest way for us to figure out this lever situation?
I think that something in the pages that they found in the ruins may have the clues.
Oh.
Don't ask us anything about this page. Stupid.
Did you guys throw out the journal?
Don't worry about it. We don't need to know anything about that.
journal?
Yeah, where's the journal?
I don't think I have the journal. I think someone
Chip,
else
you
might
got
have
that
it.
Chan's
journal?
got him.
I don't think they can read
Okay.
Synsyan.
Yeah, Chip Chan hears this and then glances back down at the journal to see if anything new is revealed with this current setup.
No, but you remember being in your possessed state by Maz, the random outbursts of things, the switches were the levers, and it seems to insinuate to you that the switches and the levers are related. And so now you look at the journal pages and you look at the order of things and you begin to wonder.
What are the order of things, just so we can wonder closer? Okay, I've got another. I'm running over to those levers and starting to throw them if no one else has got an idea soon.
There was something with like northeast and directions and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was all that? I wasn't in the prison, so I wasn't.
I don't have any idea how that would
How do you even know?
relate to tones or anything.
So,
Right.
what was the order that you did with the doors?
Southwest, northeast, northeast, whatever Brian didn't do, and then southwest,
Northwest.
northwest. Okay.
And what does that translate to numbers? Is that what we tried first?
This is just my first attempt,
Oh,
or this was in the basement we were trying.
what was the combination that got you guys out of there?
They didn't succeed, right?
Yeah, they got out of there.
Oh, they
Yeah, we got out of
Oh, I
there.
thought the earthquake happened.
It did.
Yeah, that's what
That's what caused it.
Triggered the
we
earthquake.
triggered the earthquake to open the portal up. But so yeah, we just got southwest, northeast, northeast, northwest, and southwest. But I don't know how that relates to our keyboard.
Okay, guys, I think I figured it out. So when we went in the rooms, I said the first door is what we should enter first, and that ended up being the right way. And then Chip Chan figured out that the third door was the next door that we needed to enter. So I think it's 1, 3, And then the final clue of the puzzle was when Cindy Lou said 3, 2, 1. So I think we should try 1, 3, 3, 2, 1. What do you guys think?
I don't know.
Dang it!
Yeah, give it a try.
Okay, I'm gonna do 1, 3, 3, 2, 1 against their will and throw that switch. Let's do it.
You die.
So you throw the switches. 1, 3, 3, 2, 1. All right. So you hear.
What does that mean?
So at that moment, the structure that looked like this that's above ground now sprouts an entire cylinder at the top of it, and it turns into like the shape of a giant cylindrical tree. But the beast in the distance has made his approach much and much closer, so he's still there, but now he kneels down in front of the whole town and is, you notice because you wonder things and notice things.
Oh, yeah.
You notice that on the back of his leg, there's a switch.
Oh.
And this is like 100-foot tall thing that is kneeled down in front of the town.
Guys, I'll be right back. I run over to this switch and I pop it.
It's gonna take. It's a 100-foot tall beast. So
I pop it.
you're gonna need some assistance in
I
throwing
run
this
back.
switch.
Chip-Chan, Brank, I need your glaive strength.
Okay.
I'll distract him.
And I
He's kneeling. He won't do anything.
We need your strength, not your distraction.
I disguise this as pine trees.
all right.
It fails.
All right, yeah. Chip-Chan's chasing
I got
Tyrson.
a feeling we just gotta pop this switch.
Let's do it.
Yeah, Chip-Chan sees Tyrson's up to something.
I got you, buddy.
I motivate them by decorating them as they pull on the lever.
All right, so you get to the switch. So I'll need a group effort roll here.
Oh, all of us.
Let's do it.
I can't get it. Why can't I get it,
Rolled a
guys?
2.
Guys,
It's okay. I didn't ask specifically Brank to roll. It's actually Tyrson's.
4.
guys, I'm just not in the mood to flip the switch. I don't know what's wrong.
I slap Chip-Chan and tell him his mother is fat.
All right, Hulk mode.
You mama's so fat.
I roll a 15
Okay.
plus I think
So the
2
group-
levels of
She ate her
difficulty.
other
The
two
group combined
personalities.
effort throws the switch cleanly, and at
Dirtily.
that moment they're thrown from the beast's body because they had to climb up his leg to get there. The beast then takes his head off and he places it at the top of the pine shape.
Wow.
And then he simply sits in the middle of the path of procession and waits, and that's it. And
I jump on his lap.
And I give him kisses. And I say, I love you.
and the townspeople notice that they haven't all been that the sacrifices haven't all been crushed. Actually, underneath the tree, or the cylindrical machine structure, all of the non-dead sacrifices actually wake up from their drone state, and so the town greet you and say thank you for ridding us of this curse. And Chip-Chan says, well, you also have to thank the spirit of Moss, the ex-Aeon priest. And then they changed, and then they appreciated you for bringing the spirit of ex-Moss into the Sutton Valley.
Oh my god.
And because everyone was so delighted by Jank's jingling, they've now changed their Feast of Hollowed Silence to Feast of Holly.
Wow. That's quite an honor.
Congratulations, everyone.
I know him.
No, they
You
did.
solved the secret of Sutton Valley.
No, they did. Hooray!
solved your puzzle of
Everyone
everything.
carries us on their shoulders.
Synsyan says that he knew it all along, and then he's like, I didn't.
I didn't.
All right, thanks for leading us through that, Eric.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thanks.
Hey.
Thank you, Donna. That was
awesome.
delish thing.
Should we do one chorus of We Wish You a Monty Christmas?
We should, but real quick, before we do, of course, We Wish You a Merry Christmas. We want to thank you guys all for joining us for a Super BS Holiday Spectacular. Send us an email at superbscast@gmail.com and follow us on social media.
At 1 full year of Super BS,
I
right?
know, right? We
Hey.
started January last year.
dang.
Hopefully, we'll be joining you guys with some cool specials like this throughout the next coming Yuletide.
I think a Valentine's Day Numenera special.
Ooh, yeah.
Of course. Duh.
Will our heroes find love?
In Moss. Who wants to lead us in a Monty special?
Love Moss.
I'd be happy to lead you. Do we all know the lyrics?
Of course.
Okay.
Everyone.
We wish you a Monty Christmas. We wish you a Monty Christmas. We wish you a Monty Christmas and a happy Numenera. Yay.
That's to us people that can feel things. It hurts.